working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Welcome to Explore the Possibilities. My name is Amy, and I'm the manager here at Highland Chocolates in Wellsboro. We're just a mile and a half outside of downtown Wellsboro on Route 6. Let me tell you a little bit about Highland Chocolates and how we began. In 1994, a county administrator and his friend decided to create a program to put people with disabilities to work. They created a recipe for a Scottish truffle, hence the name Highland Chocolates, and now, years later, we employ 12 people with different abilities to hand make all the chocolates here at Highland Chocolates. One of the things that we offer is our pretzel bark. That's one of our oldest recipes. It's crushed Pennsylvania pretzels rolled into a flat bark with either milk white, dark, or sugar-free chocolates. The bark recipe is so popular we've branched out and we now have over 17 different flavors of pretzel bark. We have a very unique souvenir collection. We call it the Sweet Souvenirs from Tioga and Potter County. You can find tree stumps. We have Cherry Springs Dark Skies bark. We have Rainbow Paradise gummy fish. We have several Wellsboro molds, including the Winkin' Blinkin' and Nod statue that you'll see on the green in Wellsboro, and lots of other chocolates to find when you come here. We are a nonprofit chocolate factory. All the proceeds from our sales go back into the program to help teach vocational skills to everyone here in hopes that they can one day get a community job. Highland Chocolates offers tours all year round, every weekday, Monday through Friday.
Good afternoon, this is Bob Michaels. We are on location live from Decker Gymnasium on the campus of Mansfield University. Getting ready for women's basketball. We'll follow it up with the men a little bit later on. It is Bloomsburg and the return of Altay. More on that in just a moment. Let's pick up some things going on here in the gymnasium as we honor America and also meet the players.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
UPMC is a visionary hospital. Cutting-edge research, all of the exciting things out on the edge of medicine.
There's a challenge every day, and there's the potential to help. When given the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life, that's a tremendous feeling.
UPMC's interest in bringing the best there is in the science and research and bringing that bench side to the bedside is what makes a huge difference.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
Get ready to meet the teams as we hear from Chris Vaughn, the public address announcer here at Decker Gymnasium. First up will be the visiting team.
Starting lineups for this evening's women's basketball game between your Mountaineers and the visitors, the Huskies of Bloomsburg University. Starting at guard, she's a 5'5" freshman from Evansburg, Pennsylvania. Number 1, McKenna Hayward. At forward, a 5'9" junior from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Number 22, Megan Brandt. At guard, a 5'9" junior from York. Number 24, Emma Sexton. At guard for the Huskies, she's a 5'4" junior from Ivy Land, Pennsylvania, number 25, Peyton Spatasino. And rounding out the Bloomsburg starting lineup at forward, 5'11" senior from Berwick, number 33, Taylor Montana. The assistant coach for Bloomsburg is Alyssa Garcia, volunteer assistant, Morgan Clark, and we welcome back the all-time leading scorer at Mansfield University in women's basketball, Mansfield Hall of Famer, and Bloomsburg coach Allison Tackleberry. And now let's make the starting lineup for your Mountaineers. Starting at guard, she's a 5'6" freshman from Vernon, Pennsylvania. Number 1, Jasmine Perez. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Waynesboro. Number 3, Chelsea Cover. At guard, a 5'5" junior from Harrisburg. Number 4, Kira Merritt. At forward, a 5'10" freshman from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Number 5, Jasmine Hilton. And rounding out the Mansfield starting lineup at forward, a 5'8" junior from Altoona, number 33, Paige Whitfield.
At Mansfield University, newly reduced tuition and housing rates make a great education even more affordable. Plus, small class sizes give you the value of a personalized education, rather than being just a number at a large university. New York State residents can take advantage of Mansfield University's Good Neighbor program with reduced out-of-state tuition. Learn more about how an affordable education at Mansfield University can benefit you at mansfield.edu.
So we're about ready to go on the return of Allison Tagliaferri, who was just a spectacular athlete, both in softball and basketball here at Mansfield, and now in her 4th year guiding the Huskies at Bloomsburg University. So we've met the starting players. We've honored America prior to that, and now all that's left is to get this game underway. 10-minute quarters. We begin right now, and here's the opening tip. Controlled by the Huskies. And they will move with Emma Saxton controlling, feeding the ball quickly down underneath the basket. They work it outside now. Corner up top, near side. There's a dribble drive back out to the top of the circle. Working it, a spin off on the right side. Bounce pass to the left. And on the baseline, the ball will be tied up on the floor. Working alongside me tonight is the legendary Drew Patrick. We have worked together multiple times in different sports. Our first opportunity for basketball on the court side. There's a driving layup that's no good, laid up by McKenna Hayward, but blocked by the defense-minded Mountaineers. Kira Merritt working it in front of the Bloomsburg bench. Out now to Chelsea Cover. Had to emulate Chris Vaughn there for a moment. Jump shot from the outside is no good by Jasmine Hilton. And here we go. Running Huskies here at Mansfield University. Working the ball, McKenna Hayward. Sending it out and up top now to Peyton Spatasino. Gotta like that name. Rolls right off the tongue. Working it down low. Bounce pass. It's lost off the fingertips of Taylor Montana. Some colorful names. Conjures up thoughts. I wonder if she had any brothers that might have played football. Brother Joe? No. That's a stretch, right, Drew? Yeah, just a bit. Okay. We don't have Drew mic'd up this evening, but he's okay with that. The effects of New Year's apparently have not left him at this point. Firing the ball off to Perez, going deep from the corner, three-point basket. And at the opposite end, that is a layup by Megan Brandt for 2. We have a 3-2 ball game here at Mansfield, just moments into the contest. Fly it off to Perez. She drives, feeds it through to Hilton. Back outside cover. Shot is a 3, and it's good. Now the Mountaineers have boosted the lead. It's now 6-2. About 2 minutes into game. To the far side corner. The dribble drive in the paint, not free. Picked up by Merritt. Outlet pass to Perez. She drives down, pulls up, puts on the brakes, tries to get the shot to go. She'll get fouled. So the foul on the floor. Actually, no foul. It's just knocked out of play by the Huskies. Off-balance shot. Hilton with a putback. Perez follows it up. She's got it. So Jazz Perez with 5 points. 5 of the 8 for the Mountaineers. Emma Saxon out front. Drives down. Finger roll. No good. Pulled down now by Paige Whitfield. There's a collision. Rolls it on the floor. Picked up by cover. Outstanding hustle. And a diving play sacrificing the body was Whitfield. Perez on a give and go intended for cover. It's picked up, and here we go on the fly. With the ball right now, McKenna Hayward. The layup is good. Count the basket for Megan Brandt. An 8-4 contest, so the Huskies fighting their way back into it. And this group has got a bite right out there. Perez swings it off to off to Merritt. Merritt working the circle. Sets up shop right in front of the Bloomsburg bench. And it was Hilton with the ball, uses up the dribble, finds Perez up top. Now she slides down, working off the pick. Flying it out to the corner, that'll be a 3 that's no good. And once again, on the run, here's the speedster, McKenna Hayward. In the paint, ball is lost, mishandled dribble. Picked up now by Saxton. Shot up, no good. Cover on the rebound, defensively for the Mountaineers. Looks to Coach Whitling. Walks the ball into the front court. Spins it off to Whitfield. Now Perez finding Hilton free up top. Quickly to Merritt. Cover open. 12 on the shot clock. She's going to drive the paint. Puts up a shot. She got blocked. And there will be a foul this time around. So it'll be a 2-shot foul. And the foul leveled against Emma Saxton. That'll be her first of the evening. And we'll see subs right now. Bellaricki checking in for the Huskies. And she will drop back from the foul line. Covers first foul shot is up and good. And the next shot. Good. So if you just jumped in here with us, fans, Bob Michaels, RLM Sports live on location. We're in Mansfield, where it's a 10-4 ball game, good buddy. Hayward, they go quickly in the corner, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Whitfield. She did not set up her positioning soon enough, and so hence the blocking foul was called. Our officials tonight are Herman Little, Alyssa Hahn, and Sarah Williams.
Whitfield's first foul.
Skip pass inside. The turnaround jumper, no good. And getting her own rebound was Brandt. The follow-up on a pass on the left side, and the basket is good by Megan Corradoni. Just like that, Huskies are creeping closer. They're down by 4, 10-6. First quarter action from Decker Gymnasium in Mansfield, PA. In the ballgame now, Olivia Pagelow for Mansfield. Whitfield going corner for Reed. Chelsea, 5 on the shot clock. Reed's going to have to take the shot. That is Merritt, and a 3 off the rim. Tracked down by the Huskies. They're on the move again. Looking to the left side for Bellaricki. She'll give it up. And we've got a warding off foul. It's going to be called on Merritt.
So foul shows number 4, Kira Merritt. Merritt's first foul.
That'll be the second team foul on the Mountaineers. Waiting for the entry pass from Saxton. She looks and finds Hayward. And they got a player positioned in the paint. The kick back out to Hayward. Pulls up a 10-footer. That's no good. Good defensive move by the Mountaineers, Olivia Pagelow. Good positioning with the defensive board. Reed down low, and the ball is lost out of play by Mansfield, so no handle there. And Coach Whitling elects to change up some personnel. And there will be a discussion out on the floor, so while they take care of business, we'll do likewise.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
A score of 10-6 in favor of the home team. That's Mansfield. And we've got a couple of teams that just love to run and gun. Where did the Mountaineers leave off? Well, just before the Christmas break, they scored a twin bill. Women and men both victorious in the game against Clarion. And just ahead of that Clarion game, they honored one of their favorites here, Taylor English, who hit the 1,000-point plateau, and they honored him. It had happened in the game previously, but they waited to the Clarion game to honor that young man, and we'll see him later tonight. Meanwhile, on the floor, we have the Huskies trying to get back into this game. They are down 10-4, make that 10-6, down by 4. Bounce pass on the baseline. That's a short shot, no good. Rattles off. Players contending for it, and Mountaineers will have it, controlled by Chelsea Covered. Got to check her eye, maybe the cheekbone there. Took an elbow, it appears. Could be a shiner tomorrow, but right now, just moving on, and thankful that everything seems to be in place. Here's Covered. Gate is closed on the baseline, but Reed is right there to penetrate and takes a nice lob pass from Cover. And the Mountaineers would build on their lead. They doubled up Bloomsburg with 4 minutes to go. Loose ball on the floor. Gathered, flown outside for Ricky. Ricky with a pass down low on the baseline. Inside penetration, it's good. And it's Megan Corradoni with the score. 12-8 contest, Mountaineers. Unable to control the ball, the momentum carried Sydney Reed. And she went flat down on her face. Fortunately, seems to be okay, so we'll get up and add a little injury, or shall we say insult, to the loss of the ball. It goes back to the Huskies, and they're on the move once more. Left to right on your dial. Front court action now, top of the circle. That's Peyton Spadacino. Lob down low inside. A fly out to the wing. That's a 3 attempt that's no good. Tracked down by the Huskies, so they get second and third opportunities. Saxton. They got a lane violation.
3-second violation, Mansfield basketball.
Nice to get one right, huh? Trio of officials tonight working this contest, as we've seen throughout. Inside, Whitfield's shot, no good. Rebound, and the double giants, the trees, for the Huskies doing the job. Outside, that'll be a pickoff on a bad pass from Lauren Oath. Mountaineers going to go the distance. We got a blocking foul at the far end of the court, and that will send Chelsea Cover to the line. Personal foul will be on Peyton Spadacino.
Number 25, Peyton Spadacino, that's her first foul.
Paige Whitfield will get a breather. Jasmine Hilton back in the game, and Kira Merritt will take a seat while Jazz Perez steps in. Meanwhile, we left Chelsea Cover at the foul line. Here's her first shot. It's no good. And the next shot is up, no good. So missed an opportunity to punch that lead up a little bit more. Currently a 12-8 lead for Mansfield. Another lane violation. Both a little bit too long holding on to the ball, but everybody was covered by Mansfield. So consequently, the Mountaineers take over the ball. And the tandem in the backcourt right now is Reed and Cover. Cover with a dribble, giving it up to Reed in front of the Bloom bench. Reed stops for a moment, bounces the pass to Cover. Cover looks for some help. It's inside, batted around, and Bloom on the move once more. They give it to Saxton. She stops on a dime, feeds it in the corner. That's a runner, one-hander, no good. Hilton leaping up, cleaning the board, and now a rebound. Mansfield on the run. Reed lines it up, and that three will not go. Perez on the opposite side of the court will recover the ball and sends it up, and they set it up one more time. Perez being dogged, no pun intended there. Paige Lowe outside, and we got a blocking foul on Bloomsburg. So we have minute 33 remaining in the first quarter. It is a 12-8 ball game, and substitutions wholesale now for Bloomsburg. So Allison Tagliaferri apparently has a unit that she loves to see out there. And she's got some height there on the line as they cover. At the line, Sydney Reed, working on her first appearance at the line. First shot is up and no good.
I'll sit here for a bit.
And the next shot still will not drop in. So the Mountaineers' last four opportunities have come up empty from the charity line. And now the Huskies working off a screen. This is Hayward, flies it outside for Ricky. Bella to the left side. In the middle, that's just a bad pass. And Reed, opportunistic there, pulls it down, swings it off to Perez. Perez looking for Hilton, finds her. Then across court, a long three. That's no good, attempted by Cover. Standing, I'd say probably in downtown Mansfield, trying to take that shot from Main Street. Did not make it. So we're just about a little over a minute remaining in the first quarter. Mountaineers on top in this contest. Mansfield 1-4 for conference play. And a nice little finger roll, holding the distance but unable to get the call, was Whitfield. And the basket was good for Corridoni. 6 points for her. Back the other way. Outlet pass, a layup. Missed the layup. Turnaround follow-up. Well, at first you don't succeed. Brandt gets the second chance, and she succeeds with her 6 point. And just like that, with 20 seconds remaining, this game is all knotted up at 12 apiece. So Mansfield will look to play for the last shot as the Mountaineers come back, or rather the Huskies come back in this game. 7 seconds to go. Paige Lowe trying to muscle her way in on the baseline and got fouled. So the personal foul on Megan Corridoni, that's her first. And it will put Olivia Paige Lowe at the charity stripe. 5 in a row the Mountaineers have missed from the free toss area. Trying to break the tie, and they cannot do it. Buzzer sounds. That's the end of the first quarter here in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. And we'll have more in a moment.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
UPMC brings so much to the table. They're just a comprehensive visionary system.
UPMC is innovative and always on the cutting edge of technology.
Defining not only healthcare, but health.
Its expertise, its focus on people.
Joining us, Bob Michaels, RLM Sports, working with Mounties All Access, Assistant Sports SID. Drew Patrick. So if you just jumped in with us here, we have the Mountaineers and Bloomsburg all tied up at 12 apiece. Mountaineers jumped out to an early lead, but the Huskies continued to stay with it, got some fast breaks going and some timely hitting. And Mansfield helping out considerably by missing 5 foul shot opportunities in a row. So here we go. Mountaineers begin the second quarter with the ball. Kira Merritt is back in game along with Jazz Hilton. Skip pass. Now down low to Hilton. She gets tied up. They call a held ball, and the arrow, that favors Bloomsburg.
Jump ball, alternate possession gives it to the Huskies.
So we talked about Mansfield ending the first semester. Going to have a blocking foul. Whitfield had her arms extended above the head. But the official, Sarah Williams, says she blocked her. So to her being, Megan Corradoni going to the charity line. Corradoni with 6 points. She and Megan Brandt leading scorers for the Huskies with 6 apiece. And now Corradoni takes over the top spot with her 7th point on the made basket. A foul shot. And it's 13-12. Now 14-12. Well, we talked about the return of Altag. Allison Tagliaferri was an outstanding softball and basketball player. Set many records. All-time scorer. That's a long shot by Perez. Jazz Hilton. We got Jasmine Hilton and Jasmine Perez, so let's get it correct, Bob. And we had a conversation with Altag before game, and we're going to feature that at the half, so we invite you to stay around for that. Meanwhile, back to action on the floor. Huskies, and that's going to be a strip down of the ball. Diving opportunity. Arrow will go in in Mansfield's favor.
Jump ball, alternate possession allows the Mountaineers for game control. Mountie ball.
So it's Kira Merritt works the ball and brings it across the stripe. Hands it off now to Whitfield, and Whitfield spies Perez out in front. A return and a long 3. That's off the backside, the far side of the iron. No good. Hayward, who loves to run, ran through a crowd, throws up a junk ball, no good. Back outside for Bella Ricky. Ricky dribbling with the left hand, the right hand, and directing traffic with the opposite hand. Here's a short shot taken but missed by Corradoni. Megan Corradoni did not start this ball game, but she now has 8 points. And how about a 3? Kira Merritt. Merritt breaks a long spree, and now the Mountaineers are back on top 15-14. It was a long scoreless spree. Mansfield just could not convert foul shots. There's the steal by Perez. And the small framed, fast-built Jasmine Perez lays it up for 2. 7 points. Mike Whitling in the background, you might be able to hear, encouraging his group. And they switch out front, a double team, ball spun away. Hayward picks it up, puts up a jump shot, and gets the kind roll as it drops in. McKenna Hayward. And for all of her action so far, that's just the first field goal of the evening for Hayward. Perez handling the ball now, looks inside for Hilton. Hilton turns around, back to Perez in the corner. Near side, dribble drive. A no-look pass, Sydney Reed. Shot is high and up, no good. And a leaping rebound, ball pulled down by Corradoni, and the Huskies are back in shape now. We got Hilton reaching out, trying to back the ball away out of the hands of Taylor Montana. So Hilton will pick up her first foul.
No foul, charge to Jasmine Hilton. Her first foul, second.
Returning to the floor now will be Peyton Spadacino for the Huskies. And on the floor, Emma Saxton. Saxton, one of the starters for Altate's group. Handoff, Saxton with a dribble drive in the paint, pulls up short, a one-hander, it's good.
Emma Saxton.
Her first two in the scorebook tonight, Saxton. And it is an 18-17 lead for Bloomsburg. Chelsea cover, right-hand dribble. Skips it, bounce pass now for Perez. Page low outside, Whitfield. Whitfield spins around, 5 on the shot clock. They've got to go with this one. Partially blocked. Unable to handle it was cover. Here come the Huskies once more. Pressure applied by Olivia Pagelow, and she knocks the ball out of play. No foul. So we wait for the entry pass from the Huskies. Saxton ready. Checks the outskirts. A bounce pass down low in the corner for Montana. Spin it off again. In the middle, turn around, a leaner. That one will not go. Turning around, saving it, and a leaping grab, and we've got a body block, and Perez will be helped up off the deck.
Foul charge number 1, Jazz Perez, her first personal foul, and the third team foul of the second quarter.
Pagelow will pick up a personal foul there. Fans, I was trying to find a player, and I found her. She changed numbers, and we were given the number change. So Megan Fisher in game. It's an 18-17 advantage for Bloomsburg. Merritt strolls to the front court. How about a home run ball? Yes, let's count that for Whitfield. And that is her first triple of the evening, her first points. On the baseline, it's a volleyball game, a tip drill, and it's won by Mansfield. Oh, look out. Let's go the other way. Picked off by Saxton. Drives in, sets. She's blocked. Ball is loose. Saxton tips it. Recovered again by Bloom. They'll run the wheel back out in front. Saxton now down in the middle. Twisting, turning, look out. And a shot to the nose. And Whitfield's going to have to check to make sure everything's in place.
Foul charge to number 32.
Fisher will pick up her second personal.
Second personal foul. We take the second quarter.
So there's a break in the action here at Mansfield University, and we will pause for a moment and be back in just a second.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Street, Elmira. Solutions Federal Credit Union, your credit union, where the more you participate, the more you share its benefits. In a seesaw battle, 20-18 the current score, and thanks and most recently to Paige Whitfield's three-point basket that boosted the home team. They were trailing at the point 18-17, and now we're about 4.5 minutes away from intermission. Mountaineers and Bloomsburg. Hilton to Whitfield. Back outside now, in the ball game now, we have Hannah Johnson. 8 on the shot clock. The drive down, no good. The putback by Hilton won't go. A follow-up by Hilton won't go. Hilton a third time still won't fall. Wow, great effort out there by Whitfield, or rather by Hilton. And at the opposite end now, the drive in, the layup, that's no good, tipped. And it's Hilton once again who disrupts things, this time from a defensive posture. Merritt to the front court. Spies Johnson in front of the Bloom bench. Cover. Whitfield. Merritt, long distance. That one bounces off the rim. And the treetop gathered down by Corradoni. Back outside. Bounce pass left side. Turnaround. On the baseline, right side. And this is Bloom with the ball. They set it up at the point. Hand off to Saxton. Saxton isolates a team player. That is Corradoni. And Corradoni picks up her 10th point. 2020, our score here in 2020. First game of 2020. Okay, Bob. We've heard that. Quick pass to the wing. Up top down to Merritt. Here's the dribble drive. Giving it up from the corner. Cover. Off the rim. No good. Montana on the board cleaning duty. Hands it up to Hayward. The speedster back in game. Sets it up from the point. Lines it. Takes it. No good. Hilton on the rebound. Hilton to Whitfield. Whitfield across the mid-stride. We have a player getting ready to check in for Bloom. Make that a second player as well. The cop on the floor right now for Mansfield was Cover. Give and go for Hilton. Passing it off to Cover. Chelsea decides to come up. And again, Mansfield using the clock to their advantage. Whitfield, that's partially blocked. Picked off by Hayward. Hayward on the run. Looks to drive on two. Tries to split the D, and there will be contact made. Blocking foul will be called against the Mountaineers, and so with 1:51 to go, we'll look for some subs to come in as Kara Merritt picks up her second. Perez back in game. Sydney Reed also. Merritt and Cover will sit down for Mansfield. Hayward at the line. She made that shot. Here's the foul up. It's good. 3-point plays. Bellaricki back in game now for Bloom. So they trade some speed for height, but looking at Megan Corradoni, they post her up front. Mountaineers with the ball. Handed off to Perez. She pulls up, spots up, shot good. Jazz Perez for 2. 9 points for Perez, the freshman. The dribble to the wing. And the spin up top now for Ricky. Ricky giving it up. That's a long shot. And the shot is good. That was Corridoni, by the way, folks. Final minute of play. And the pick off by Megan Brandt. Driving in on Perez. No, she will give it up. This will be a long shot. Outside, no good. The tip drill, won by the Huskies. Trying to put it in play. The spot up from the foul line. That shot will not fall for Brandt. And the Mountaineers will have the ball with 34 seconds left. Coach Whitling wants Whitfield to slow it down. There's about a 6-second difference between game and shot clock. Perez handling the ball up top in the corner. Now to Hilton. Sydney Reed driving in. Got bumped once, knocked down. Reed handles the ball, drives in. Scoop shot, it won't go. And time's going to run out before we get another shot to go. Perez is trying to strip the ball down and in the process picks up her first foul of this contest. Coming up at halftime, a conversation with Allison Tagliaferri as he returns to her home from the collegiate side of things. So Bella Ricky will have an opportunity to dent the scoreboard and get a little bit closer, and she does with that made foul shot. It's a 26-22. And the shot is up and good, so she adds to the total. 27-22 ball game. And as the buzzer sounds, the shot goes up, but it falls well short by Mansfield. And so halftime arrives here at Mansfield with a score, Bloomsburg 27, Mansfield 22. We'll take a break and then be back with our interview with Allison Tagliaferri.
At Mansfield University.
As I've gone through school, I've been trying to pay off my tuition as I go, and it wouldn't have been possible without the help of the Mansfield Foundation.
I mean, the Mansfield Foundation already helped me a lot. As of right now, I don't have any school debt whatsoever, and I know the Mansfield Foundation has definitely helped with all the scholarships that I've received over the years for that.
The Mansfield Foundation has helped me out several times throughout my college career. They have helped keep my finances intact.
If you have any sort of instincts, you can get a feel of good people and bad people. Like the people at the foundation are as straightforward as they come.
It's all part of Mother Nature's perfect blend, the keystone of the Keystone State. Visit Potter Tioga, a 2-county scenic outdoor haven.
University fans, and let's take a look at some numbers before we get to that interview with Allison Tagliaferri. First and foremost for the visitors, leading scorer is Megan Corridoni. She has 10 points and the only player in double figures. With 6 points tonight is Megan Brandt with 6, adding 5, McKenna Hayward, and then it drops off considerably, 2 points apiece for Bella Ricky and Emma Saxton. For the Mansfield University Mountaineers, no one in double figures. Close though, Jasmine Perez with 9. And we have 5 for Chelsea Cover, 3 points for Kira Merritt, 3 for Paige Whitfield, and adding 2 points, Sydney Reed, for a grand total of 22. So, Bloom outscores Mansfield after the 12-12 deadlock at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter was a 15-10 difference as far as the scoring is concerned. Well, we mentioned that we have Allison Tagliaferri waiting, and she spent so many years playing softball as well as basketball. It's set multiple records, the all-time leading scorer. But now she comes back in her 4th season as the head coach for Bloomsburg. And, she sat down with us just before the game to talk about her experience. And it almost seems like coming home here to Decker Gym, a former standout athlete, not only in basketball but softball. Tell me what it feels like now into you're starting year number 4 at Bloom.
I mean, I always love coming back to Mansfield. Like I said earlier, it's definitely my home, you know, and there's so much support here and always has been for me, and you know, so much encouragement even from, you know, coaches and administration that are still in the building when I got offered the job at Bloomsburg, you know, that told me to kind of spread my wings. And
right.
And so, you know, I love coming back here. I always will. And I always get like kind of emotional about it, but this was my home, and will always be my home.
You know, we were talking before we started the interview here. You shared with me the fact that when you first came back, the first year as a so-called rookie coach at Bloomsburg, that some of your former players were still here. And what did that feel like?
Well, that was really hard, I think, for the next couple years. I mean, because, you know, when you're recruiting a player, you know, you make a commitment to them and vice versa. And I think, you know, I completely understood how every single one of them felt with me leaving, especially to go to a rival school in the conference. And, you know, my example is like if Coach Gallagher had left to go to Bloomsburg when I was on the softball team here, I absolutely would have hated that. So I think that, you know, I think, you know, now everybody, you know, we still keep in touch, and I'm really proud of what they accomplished when they were here, and I'm glad they stuck it out and, you know, made playoffs and brought that back to the program. That was something that I always believed that they could do, right, you know, when recruiting them here in the first place. So, you know, it was definitely very awkward, and I felt very uncomfortable, almost like I was, you know, letting them down. But at the same time, I knew I had to do what was best for me. And even though when you're a coach, I think sometimes when you have to put yourself first, it becomes hard to do because you're used to just kind of being everything for everybody else all the time.
Right.
So it was the right decision, I think, for me, and I'm so thankful with how everybody here supported me, not only when I made that decision, but still to this day, you know, the texts that I get and, you know, the following our games and stuff. It's just like, it's why I came here, and it's why Mansfield will always be home.
Allison, I've asked other coaches in my travels, whether it's doing scholastic games or following the collegiate schedules, when a new coach comes in, and I will say to them, the question is 4 or 5 years down the road, when you've pretty much found your comfort zone, what would you like fans to see when they come out to see, and in this case, a Bloomsburg coach, a ball game?
I mean, I would hope that they would see my passion for this sport, and I would hope that they would see that my team emulates that passion when they're on the court. I think kind of how everybody says that your pet resembles you.
Yes.
In life. That's my analogy. I think that I would really like to see people who maybe watched me play here see that same, you know, passion and desire and drive and work ethic in my players when they're on this court for me. So that's I guess the biggest thing, because I feel like if we're playing with that same passion, then we're going to put ourselves in position to win any game. And I think that's probably what people might remember the most about me, is I was very competitive and I didn't like to lose, and I kind of I try to instill that in our team every day. So I guess that's probably what I would say.
So with that being said, here we are now in 2020.
Yeah.
As they say on TV.
That's weird.
We are at a point now where you're beginning your 4th year coaching the Huskies. How would you characterize the team at this point of the season, and maybe second part, what do you like most about them?
I think we have a great group of human beings. I think they are just very caring and, you know, thoughtful and just great people. And I think that makes it easier to coach them. But at the same time, I think that genuineness that we have as people, I think sometimes makes us be too nice and too we're not the aggressors sometimes when we play. And so I would like to see us in the second half of the season really play with confidence and not just kind of sit back and, almost like allow things to happen, really kind of dictate the tempo of things. I think that's something that we're not doing quite yet.
Right.
And I also believe the minute that your team realizes that they can beat any team and that any team can beat them, I think then you're on the verge of greatness. I think there's a lot of times that we doubt that we can beat a team that we play, be it like the IUPs or some of the Western schools. And then I think there are some times where we play down to our competition sometimes. And I think any team, if you can play with that confidence and also respect your opponent at the same time, I think that once you get to that place, you can achieve a lot of things.
The nickname Altag makes sense, hyphenated first and last names. Did that originate here?
No, it did not at all, actually. That was what everyone in high school called me.
Okay.
And so when some of my friends would visit freshman year here at Mansfield, or just, like come to games or whatever it may be, and my teammates and friends here at school were around them and would hear them call me that, they were like, what's Altag? What that?
Right.
And I'm like, well, my name is Allison and my last name is Tag, and I have a lot of nicknames, but yeah, so it just kind of stuck. And then I think Ruth heard one of my friends call me that, and then she started calling me that, and then it kind of just ended up being, it carried over to Mansfield.
Okay, and did it carry over to Bloomsburg?
I feel like not quite as much. Most of them just call me Tag.
All right. Are you comfortable with that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, some people here still call me just Tag, too. Not a whole lot of people call me Allison, so sometimes it's easy to forget that that's my name. But
I'm the exception.
Yeah.
That's how I greeted you tonight.
Yeah, so yeah, but I mean, no, like I said, sometimes I don't even find myself answering to Allison because so many people either call me Tag or Altag still. So, but yeah, I'm comfortable with either one.
And at home, mom and dad?
They call me Al most of the time. Yep. They call me Al. My brother actually calls me Sin, which is strange, just because my name is Allison, so right. He wanted to be different growing up, and that's always what he used to call me, but that was like, he was the only person that called me that, so.
Well, we are sitting here with Al, Sin, Allison, Tagliaferri, Altag, and Tag. Well, you do have a lot of nicknames.
I do. Those are just a few.
And it's good to catch up with you, kiddo. And,
yes, so good to see you.
I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you're back and doing basketball. I think we're in good hands now at Mountie Nation.
At Mansfield University, newly reduced tuition and housing rates make a great education even more affordable. Plus, small class sizes give you the value of a personalized education, rather than being just a number at a large university. New York State residents.
UPMC is a visionary hospital, cutting-edge research, all of the exciting things out on the edge of medicine.
There's a challenge every day, and there's the potential to help. When given the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life, that's a tremendous feeling.
UPMC's interest in bringing the best there is in the science and research and bringing that bench side to the bedside is what makes a huge difference.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
It's all part of Mother Nature's perfect blend, the keystone of the Keystone State. Visit Potter Tioga, a 2-county scenic outdoor haven conveniently located, yet worlds apart. A place where you can kick back, unwind, and forget about the pressures of life. Disconnect and reconnect with your friends, family, or even yourself while surrounded by nature's beauty. So start planning your adventures today at visitpottertioga.com.
But right now, we'll be kicking off the weekend here at Mansfield University with women and men's basketball, and very shortly we will resume the matchup between Bloomsburg and Mansfield, with the Huskies leading 27-22.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
UPMC is a visionary hospital, cutting-edge research, all of the exciting things out on the edge of medicine.
There's a challenge every day, and there's the potential to help. When given the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life, that's a tremendous feeling.
UPMC's interest in bringing the best there is in the science and research and bringing that bench side to the bedside is what makes a huge difference.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
Thanks so much for joining us here on RLM Sports and Mounties All Access. I'm Bob Michaels, sitting alongside our producer, Drew Patrick. And right now we have a halftime score, soon to start the second half, 27-22 Bloomsburg. And in the process, Bloom seeking its 6th overall victory of the year. They sit at 5-4, 2-3 in conference. Mansfield 3-8 and 1-4. And just before the Christmas break, Bloom saw their 3-game winning streak coming to a close at the hands of Gannon. And Mansfield was able to sweep Clarion in a women's-men's basketball game just before Christmas. Well, here we go. The second half begins. The speedster, McKenna Hayward and company, looking to go to work. Lob pass outside for Emma Saxton. Setting it up now for Peyton Spadacino. Hayward's pass down low. Batted out, picked up by Saxton. She defers to the right side. That's a corner shot from the baseline. Taken but missed by Taylor Montana. And the other gal who wears number 33 on the Mansfield side of things, Paige Whitfield, had an opportunity. Didn't get a good look. Now it's Perez. Flies it through, and Perez will pick up a personal foul. I'm going to call that a player-controlled foul. That's her second of the contest. Jasmine Perez. Saxton pulls up, spins it off. There was no step there, so the official. And now Hayward with a jump stop shot. Good. McKenna Hayward. Four points now for Hayward. Hilton outside. Now Perez working the wing. Sliding it down on the baseline in the middle now. Hilton with a nice little leaner that goes. And surprisingly, the first points of the game for Jazz Hilton, excuse me. That was a shot from outside, no good by Bloom. McKenna Hayward failed to get the shot to go. A double dribble down low. Had a brief conversation with one of our officials, Herman Little, and just an outgoing gentleman, loves what he does, and thankful to be able to do what he does. As we are sitting here at the scorer's table or at the courtside broadcast site. Reverse layup, count that basket. Emma Saxton. So she pops in her 4th point of the evening on a reverse layup, Saxton. And it's 31-24. Mansfield stuck on that 24 for a bit. There's an intercepted pass hauled down by Megan Brandt. She races to the front court, stops for a moment, bouncing it down low, posting up, taking the shot, and the mix is good. Count that basket for Taylor Montana, her first. Mike Whitling says we need to talk it over, ladies. Looking at a 33-24 difference right now. Just underway in the 3rd quarter here at Mansfield University.
Timeout, Mansfield, 30-second timeout. We'll turn it to a media timeout.
I'm not sure what Coach Whitling was doing, whether that might have been the new Mansfield University bop or whatever the case. Camera was on him. And by the way, fans, you can tune into Mounties All Access and pick up the video side of things as well. So we have a radio audience, so consequently we paint some extra pictures as far as the verbiage is concerned. I've been pleased to be a part of the Mansfield family for a number of years, mostly with baseball, softball, and this season RLM Sports proud to be a part and providing the play-by-play of home games, working alongside Mountie All Access too. So you get a chance to meet some old friends and meet some new friends as well. And that's what I love about what we do. And for those of you who have tuned in on a regular basis, whether it's baseball or softball or whatever the case, we certainly enjoy having you here as well. All right, ready to continue play here at Mansfield. The time was called out. Time was called by Mansfield. And the Mountaineers trail by a score of 33-24. Paige Whitfield to put it in play now for the Mountaineers. And as they work the ball, Chelsea cover outside. Perez going deep in the corner to Whitfield. Mountaineers are moving from left to right. That is Saxton on the tip ball. And that was pretty much tipped in terms of where it was going. Huskies a little bit more aggressive here. Al Tagg said in the interview that sometimes her group has a tendency to be too nice. Well, they're going to get a shot and an inside move, and Hilton is there to body up, and looks like Jazz Hilton's going to pick up the first foul. No, that's Merritt. Foul number 3 on Kira Merritt. Well, Hilton was in and around the ball. Saxton goes to the line. Shot is good. And that'll be her first made foul shot. 5 points total. And on the next, no good. Scramble for the ball. Mountaineers control it. Whitfield straight down the middle of the court. Dishes it off to cover. Mike Whitling says, ladies, let's talk it over. We'll take a break, and we'll have more coming up.
Can you remember the last time you made a mistake on Solutions, office management service. It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students.
They're talking it over as we are early in the 3rd quarter. Mountaineers trailing this contest 34-24. They were outscored 15-10 in the 2nd quarter. The halftime score was 27-22. So Mountaineers have been outscored here 7-2 in the 3rd. As we do the quick math. Jasmine Perez leading the Mountaineers with 9 points. She averages 7.5 points per game, so obviously over the mark. Whitfield on a give and go for Perez. Sets up, reverses, flies it over to Cover. Cover, Hilton, the setup no good, the ball tipped. There's a collision of bodies outside the arc. Merritt to Cover, moves in. Hilton quickly in the paint, drives down. The shot, and that's going to be a player-controlled foul. That is called on Jazz Hilton, number 2. Well, it is a boisterous group from Bloom, as you might be able to hear. Ball spun around by Corradoni. And Merritt with a block out there. Hitting the deck hard was Peyton Spadacino. And now Merritt in danger right now with her 4th personal foul. Mike Whitling now looking at his bench thinking, who are we going to sub in for her? Meanwhile, she'll stay on the floor as the ball comes well outside for Peyton Spadacino. Good inside move. Result not what they wanted. Megan Brandt, and down hard on the floor is Whitfield. It'll be a held ball called and it favors the Mountaineers.
Checking for the Huskies, number 21, Emma Gottenauer.
Had to reset the shot clock. Now we're all set. Merritt and Perez outside Hilton. Swing it off to Cover. Cover in the corner, Perez. Guarded tightly. Trying to jockey for position. Spin move, puts up a one-hander. Got her own rebound, turns around. The fly out now to Whitfield. Goes the distance, lays it up, can't get the roll. Batted down, Huskies have it. They're on the fly right now. Whitfield from behind, trying to disrupt the ball. Can't get it done. Now the spin and the foul shot. The shot is from the foul line, no good by Corradoni. Setting it up one more time will be Corradoni. 8 on the shot clock. They've got to go with this one. The pull-up shot short. Perez, shortest player in that group, somehow comes up with a loose ball. And will give Mansfield possession once more as they work at front court. Whitfield. Now Perez. Cover looking the opponent in the eye. Looks on a give and go for Hilton. Denied. Snared by one hand by Corradoni. How she grabbed that, I don't know. There's a skip pass. It's loose in the paint. Battle for the loose ball on the floor. Merritt has it. Are they going to call a held ball? They are. And that is Bloom's ball. Over the years, we've taken the personal liberty of shortening the names for some of these opponents. Bloomsburg becomes Bloom, but I think if you talk to the athletes, Mansfield becomes MU. 4:33 to play in the third quarter. Mountaineers trailing this one by 10. 34-24. They need to get back on the board, no doubt about that, before this one can get out of the way or get away. The entry pass to the corner. The crossover. Give it up down low. Skipped over in the paint. The turnaround. Here's a baseline move. Picked off by Cover. She's got Perez running tandem left side. Cover's going to go the distance. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Ricky. Bella Ricky will dribble the ball to the front court. Flies it in the corner. They try to save it. It rattles around. Unfortunately for the Huskies, they're going to get a shot out of it and a basket from Megan Corradoni.
Megan Corradoni.
Now it is a 12-point difference. Bloomsburg 36-24. The three-point sharpshooters for Mansfield have gone stone cold. That's a shorter version right there. Chelsea Cover picking up 2. Her 7th point. Now the spot up, the shot is taken by Bella Ricky, and that's 2. So now it's back to a 38-26 contest. So we just trade baskets, and the score differential remains the same. And it favors Bloom. Perez in the corner near side. This to the point. Swinging off to Whitfield. Whitfield looks to drive in. A no-look pass outside. They set up in a long 3. That will not go. Rebound duty handled well by Megan Corridoni. We called her name multiple times, offensively, defensively. Here's a drive, and the ball is disrupted. And the question is, who touched it last? Bloomsburg did. We have one of the starters back in the game, one of the original starters, Emma Saxton, for Bloom. She has 5 points total in the contest, Saxton. But the Bloom Huskies have a 38-26 cushion at the moment, with 2:46 to play in the third. Feed outside now for the Mountaineers. Whitfield, she wants the shot. Won't get the 3 to drop in. Saxton the rebound on the fly. Here comes Spadacino. Mansfield picking it off. And in the game now for the Mountaineers, Bella Skattel. Skattel working the ball in the corner closest to us. That's up top. A slide down. Going to be white ball going out of play. Touch last by Bloomsburg. We have Hilton back in the game, replacing Olivia Pagelow. And Perez, who had just a brief respite there. Chelsea Cover will leave. Here's the inbounds play. Whitfield with a running one-hander. It's good. Page with only 5 points in the game, surprisingly. Saxton jumps short, or stopped short, I should say. There's a roll and drop step shot that's good. And that is Megan Corridoni. Corridoni did not start this contest, but she certainly has been a contributor. We have 1:45 remaining in the third. 40-28. That margin of difference has not changed much. Hilton tries to make a dent, and she does. Jazz will pick up her 4th point of the game. And the foul is on Ricky, her first personal foul. So a first visit to the foul line for Jasmine Hilton. And takes care of the 3-point conversion. 5 points. Pagelow back in game. Whitfield gets a breather. So Pagelow and Hilton giving the Mountaineers some height, and then they've got guard play from that point dropping down. Corridoni becomes the setup player now. Used up the dribble, quickly going corner. Now a give-go for Corridoni. Picked off by Skattel. Hilton was out and free. Skattel did not see her. She flies it to the corner. Perez backs out now. Back to Skattel. Down low for Sydney Reed. Reed 15 on the shot clock. Here's Perez. Got her defensive player to commit. Long shot by Skattel. No good. Perez picks it up. The spin move. Off-balance shot. Will not go. As they contend for the loose ball, it's knocked out of play off a Husky player. Bella to Sid. Sid down low to Page. And the shot by Olivia Pagelow is good. Mountaineers down by 7 now. 28 seconds to play. Got to get some stops, pick up some points. You're back in the game, Mansfield. A lot of time to go. And nobody can pick up or stop Emma Saxton. She'll add 2 more. 7 points total. 10 seconds to play. Coach Whitling, he says either 3, and that's either the play or wait for 3 seconds. Drive inside. Olivia Pagelow takes the shot. She gets fouled. And we'll go to the charity line as Taylor Montana is lodged with her first personal. And Pagelow previously 0 for 2 from the free line, so she'll have this opportunity to put it in play. It's up, it's good. Every bit helps. And we'll not get that one to drop, and there's the buzzer. And the third quarter here at Mansfield University. It is Bloomsburg 42, Mountaineers 34. This is our game of the week on RLM Sports.
Education at Mansfield University can benefit you at mansfield.edu.
Well, we have the numbers from that third quarter and the scoring right now for the Mountaineers. Still no one in double figures at this point. With Perez locked in on that number 9, they have somehow been able to stonewall her. Megan Cordoni, however, has not been stopped. She's the only player, but most importantly, 14 points now for her team, the Bloomsburg Huskies. Men's game coming up at 7:30 here on RLM Sports. And Mounties All Access. It'll be the Bloomsburg men and Mansfield men. So as play moves, 42 to 34. Mansfield just trying to find that inside edge. Sydney Reed and Chelsea cover. Jazz Hilton. Give and go for Hilton down low. Got the position and the basket. 7 points for Jazz Hilton. The Mountaineers looking to trap at half court. Hayward is back in for the Huskies. This is a speed dynamo. Just the numbers seem to add up for her. And it makes sense as Emma Saxton finds position for 2. Hayward, an accounting major at Bloomsburg. Hilton, meanwhile, taking a lob pass from Perez. Whitfield, the swing move to Reed. The shot by Whitfield is a 3-point basket, her second of the game. 8 points total. Hayward guarded by cover out front. And a lane violation against the Huskies will give the Mountaineers the ball, and they're down by 6. Excuse me, 5. Always foiled by that new math. Hilton posting up. That's a 3-ball. Good! Sydney Reed on the triple shot. And all of a sudden, Mansfield coming back from a 12-point difference has whittled it down to 2. There's the steal. Whitfield to drive in. The layup is good! What a run by the Mountaineers to tie this game up with 8 minutes to go in regulation. They were trailing 42-34 at the end of the third quarter, and they have put on quite a run here to tie this game up at 44 all.
At Mansfield University, newly reduced tuition and housing rates make a great education even more affordable. Plus, small class sizes give you the value of a personalized education, rather than being just a number at a large university. New York State residents can take advantage of Mansfield University's Good Neighbor program with reduced out-of-state tuition. Learn more about how an affordable education at Mansfield University can benefit you at mansfield.edu.
So we talk about Mansfield reeling in the Blooms Huskies. They were trailing 42-34, had been outscored 15-12 in that third stanza. And now, with some great hustle and some hot shooting, they have tied the game at 44 here in the fourth. And if you like numbers, they might have a trend going here. So get your Powerball tickets out and no. .7:30 is the scheduled start for the men's contest. All right, so ready to go to work. The press is broken by Bloom. The driving layup is good. Count the basket. Brandt with the two-pointer. That's 8 total for her. And the deadlock is broken once more. 46-44. Oh, somebody missed an assignment. Cover was cutting for the basket, and the pass came behind her. Out about the upper corner far side, and she missed that connection. Here's an opportunity now on perhaps a give and go for Bloomsburg. From the corner, the setup now baseline, back out in front in the corner near side. Setting up at the point would be Spadacino. That's a three from the corner, no good. Sydney Reed with the pull down. Cross court to Cover. Cover sets it up, dribbles outside, lost it for a moment, recovers. Hayward draws the assignment defensively. Whitfield, Perez, and Hilton figuring in the passing around the perimeter. Top of the circle now, the dribble drive, the offhanded shot that's no good. Picked up in the middle, and on the move now will be Corradoni. Hayward inside. Pop-up jumper, good. 48-44. Bloomsburg. Hilton down low for Whitfield. The turnaround shot, it won't go. Whitfield's right there. No. That was Cover trying to save it in bounds. And she throws it away.
Number 24, Olivia Peglow.
Back in game now will be Taylor Montana for Bloom. And Olivia Pagelo returning for Mansfield. All alone, they set it up on the baseline. Hayward's open, that's home run ball, no good. Tip batted around. Sydney Reed to the front court. Pulls up, takes the shot, a little bit short. And that'll leave it open for a defensive board. Handled now by Lauren Oath at the opposite end. The layup is good. And that is Saxton adding two more. Saxton has the hot hand here in the second half with 7 points. That's a three ball. Cover answers the call. 50-47, 3-point difference. Threes have been the difference in this game. That's a turnaround. Short shot, count it. Grant adds two more to give her 10 on the night. 52-47. Great defensive move by Lauren Oath. She's not had a lot of playing time, but come in with 2 stellar defensive plays to deny Mansfield layups. We have Merritt back in the game for Mansfield with 4 personal fouls. She'll trigger it in, looks for a receiver well out in front. Page slow. Over the top, that's Oath, or rather, Oath, and picks up a personal.
Bloomsburg foul for 44, Lauren Oath, her second.
A little over 5 minutes remaining now. And so some player personnel changes.
23, Megan Corridoni.
Oath out, Corridoni returns. Whitfield puts up a running one-hander. And travel on the floor, and not to laugh, but that was a little interesting. Over the years, you've seen players rebounded like that, falling on their pocketbook, and they call that traveling. A partially blocked shot, and that'll give Bloomsburg another chance to handle the ball. Hayward. There's the ball ripped away by the Mountaineers. Held ball, will give it back to Bloom. Well, there might have been a foul. They could have called it, did not, allowed the players to continue. And then a 2-on-1 conversion by the Huskies gave them the ball. Saxton is open down low. Page low, on the spot, picks it up. On the run, covered, in the corner. The pull-up shot, no good by Whitfield.
Checking in for Mansfield, number 1, Jasmine Perez.
Got Perez back in. She sparks the Mountaineers on the floor with her defensive hijinks. That was a ball that was partially blocked, but to the advantage of Bloom, they're able to pick it up. Trying to get the give and go for Saxton. It works. She's got 2.
Saxton, basket and the foul.
So the hoop and the foul.
Number 33.
The harm will go on Whitfield, her 3rd. And at the charity line will be Emma Saxton, who has a spotty record, a 1 for 2 from the foul line. This one's no good.
Checking for Mansfield, number 5, Jasmine Hilton, and number 10, Sydney Reed.
Well, the Bloomsburg coaching staff having some fun with the officials and the calls that they were pointing out. That was kicked. No, it wasn't. But they had smiles on their face. Hilton steps back and takes a shot. Tipped, recovered by Spadacino. Payton to the front court. Saxton. Hayward steps.
Traveling.
3:25 to go. 54-47. Bloomsburg. Huskies 5-4 on year. Mountaineers 3-8 for the campaign. In conference 2-3 for Bloom. MU 1-4. Merritt looks to dart in. Nothing opening there. Now a give and go. Hilton back to Merritt. That's for 3. Pretty good. That's a 2 basket. Kira Merritt, a 2-point basket. Mountaineers trying to trap at half court. In the corner. Here's a crossover to kick out for Hilton. Knocked away. Saxton to challenge Whitfield. Ball will be stripped down, knocked out of play. Whitfield claimed that she got hacked. The officials didn't see it that way.
Number 33, Taylor, Montana.
So it'll be a play-in for the Mountaineers. Out front for Hilton. Good thing she's tall. Had to leap high for that. Whitfield to Hilton. Turns around. Reed for three. No good. Handled now by Corridoni. Giving it up to Spadacino. And now it's Sexton. Little give and go, two-handed layup attempted out there by Taylor Montana. Fouled underneath. And they will call that a shooting foul.
Jasmine Perez, her fourth.
Perez picks up her fourth personal foul. Montana misses the foul shot. One more to go. 2:09 to play, 54-29. I'm sorry, 54-49. You don't want to give any Mountaineers heart attacks out there, Drew. Ball knocked out by the Mountaineers. It'll be Bloom ball in front of their bench. Quickly to Spadacino. Now she becomes the setup person for Megan Corridoni. 7 on the shot clock. Saxton with a turnaround. Shot is partially blocked. She tried to scoop shot from the paint area.
Foul number 33.
And that is on Whitfield. And her fourth personal foul appears on the scoreboard. Sexton at the line. That's good. Good.
Mansfield substitution number 3, Chelsea, cover.
(56-49) Mountaineers running out of time. 1:42 to go. Outside. Bank shot. The bank is open. Chelsea cover. That's 2. Mountaineers attack the ball with a double team on the side. Shovel pass in the paint. Turnaround shot. It won't rattle in. Hilton with the rebound. 1:09 to go. Merritt for 3. It won't go. On the run, here comes Spadacino. Will she go the distance? No. Gives it up to Saxton. Final minute of play. It's a 5-point game. Mountaineers need the ball, and they need to get some stops here. That's a give and go and a foul on Hilton. Jazz picks up her third.
Mansfield foul number 5, Jasmine Hilton, her third, team fourth.
So what we have here is Taylor Montana trying to add some icing for Bloomsburg. That's one. And a second to follow. Count it. Seven-point game. We'll make it a 3-possession for the Mountaineers. Perez with the turnaround. Count it. 2 points. And cover with a foul. That's her first. Saxton has been outstanding and certainly not the player you want to foul. That shot is no good. 3 for 6 from the free toss area. About 4 for 7. Points for Saxon. And on the floor, Mountaineers call the timeout as they trail 59-53. So I want to thank you all for joining us here. We have second game coming up at approximately 7:30. So we're pretty much right on schedule for the matchup between Mansfield and Bloomsburg men. And then the Mountaineers will be on the road for a short time and coming back on Saturday, January 11th. So we'll look at 28 seconds to play. Chelsea covered to Kara Merritt, returning the ball to cover. Now Perez. Time becomes a factor at this juncture. Perez with a turnaround. The shot will not go. And Allison Tagliaferri wants to call a timeout just to congratulate her girls and settle them down as if they needed settling down with 12 seconds remaining in playtime. And a 59-53 advantage for Bloomsburg. So the Huskies look to improve 6-4 on the year and 3-3, pulling the 500 mark in conference. Mountaineers would drop to 3-9 and 1-5 in the PSAC. Ball game brought to you in part by Carolyn Insurance, also by Vincenzo's Pizzeria, and by Mansfield University. All right, so back in play, and cover will be forced to foul. And a move point as Bella Ricky goes to the charity line. Ricky had an earlier appearance at the free toss area where she made both foul shots. Perez and Pageslow leaving the game for Mansfield. Merritt and Whitfield. Foul shot by Ricky, no good. There's 11 seconds remaining. And that one is no good. The chess game continues. The academic effect on this game will be determined here very shortly as the Mountaineers take the time to talk it over. So we mentioned that the Mountaineers will travel. They have a couple of games coming up on Monday and Wednesday, first at Shippensburg and then at Lockhaven. And then we'll be back for the Rams from Westchester next Saturday. The women play at 1, the men at 3. And a couple more games in January with Shepherd and Millersville to round out the month. And all too soon, it seems like we were playing for the holidays, and holidays have sped by, and now here it is, day number 3 of 2020. So if you've written those checks, don't forget to make sure that you get the right year down, and don't forget 19. But I think 20 is a little bit easier to remember for some reason. Not that I write a lot of checks, but whatever. All right, here we go. Timeout. Back in. And so the Mountaineers run the wheel outside. At cover. Open. Shovel pass to Pageslow. She'll drive in. The shot is up and good. And now there's 0.7 of a second remaining. We know that it's we know there's going to be a winner, and we know who it is, but it's that game of chess.
Timeout, Bloomsburg, 30-second timeout.
So we will take a break in between games and be back in about 20-25 minutes for game number 2. Right here on RLMsports.net. Remember, that's Channel 1. And Mounties All Access with our producer, Drew Patrick, and crew. All right.
Mansfield foul number 3. Chelsea cover her third.
Chelsea picks up a foul for holding. Did not run any time off the clock. And the shot from the foul line is good by Peyton Spadacino. So her name is in the scorebook in this matchup against Mansfield for 2 points. And the buzzer sounds, and the final in this one is 61-55. So you could say that Bloom came back to win this contest. It started just before the first half concluded. So for Bloomsburg, they improved to make that 6-4, 3-3, the 500 mark in conference play. Mansfield drops to 3-9 and 1-5. I'm Bob Michaels. Thanks for joining us on RLN Sports. Back in about 25 minutes with the men on RLN Sports and Mounties All Access.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Welcome to Explore the Possibilities. My name is Amy, and I'm the manager here at Highland Chocolates in Wellsboro. We're just a mile and a half outside of downtown Wellsboro on Route 6. Let me tell you a little bit about Highland Chocolates and how we began. In 1994, a county administrator and his friend decided to create a program to put people with disabilities to work. They created a recipe for a Scottish truffle, hence the name Highland Chocolates, and now, years later, we employ 12 people with different abilities to hand make all the chocolates here at Highland Chocolates. One of the things that we offer is
As I've gone through school, I've been trying to pay off my tuition as I go, and it wouldn't have been possible without the help of the Mansfield Foundation.
I mean, the Mansfield Foundation already helped me a lot. As of right now, I don't have any school debt whatsoever. And I know the Mansfield Foundation has definitely helped with all the scholarships that I've received over the years for that.
The Mansfield Foundation has helped me out several times throughout my college career. They have helped keep my finances intact.
If you have any sort of instincts, you can get a feel of good people and bad people. Like the people at the foundation are as straightforward as they come.
It's all part of Mother Nature's perfect blend, the keystone of the Keystone State. Visit Potter Tioga, a 2-county scenic outdoor haven conveniently located, yet worlds apart.
With 10 state parks, 2 federal parks, and over 400,000 acres of state forest land, outdoor recreation certainly does live here, offering hiking, biking, horseback riding, ATV trails, hunting, snowmobiling, cross-country skiing, and so much more.
Close to many urban areas, but far away from the hustle and bustle, you'll feel like you've found a hidden corner of the East Coast where you can experience world-class, authentic outdoor adventure. Whether it's a family outing, a personal challenge, or even a leisurely walk, it all takes on a new perspective in these spectacular surroundings.
Follow our gurus through the Step Outdoor series. Visit PotterTioga.com and start planning your adventures today.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Welcome to Explore the Possibilities. My name is Amy, and I'm the manager here at Highland Chocolates in Wellsboro. We're just a mile and a half outside of downtown Wellsboro on Route 6. Let me tell you a little bit about Highland Chocolates and how we began. In 1994, a county administrator and his friend decided to create a program to put people with disabilities to work. They created a recipe for a Scottish truffle, hence the name Highland Chocolates, and now, years later, we employ 12 people with different abilities to hand make all the chocolates here at Highland Chocolates. One of the things that we offer is our pretzel bark. That's one of our oldest recipes. It's crushed Pennsylvania pretzels rolled into a flat bark with either milk white, dark, or sugar-free chocolates. The bark recipe is so popular we've branched out and we now have over 17 different flavors of pretzel bark. We have a very unique souvenir collection. We call it the Sweet Souvenirs from Tioga and Potter County. You can find tree stumps. We have Cherry Springs Dark Skies bark. We have Rainbow Paradise gummy fish. We have several Wellsboro molds, including the Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod statue that you'll see on the green in Wellsboro, and lots of other chocolates to find when you come here. We are a nonprofit chocolate factory. All the proceeds from our sales go back into the program to help teach vocational skills to everyone here in hopes that they can one day get a community job. Highland Chocolates offers tours all year round. Every weekday, Monday through Friday, from 9:15 to 2:30 p.m., you can come in for a free tour of the factory and sample some of our pretzel bark. We also offer tours on Saturday from mid-June until late October. The tours are at the same time, and occasionally on holidays around Christmas and Valentine's Day and Easter, we will also offer special tours. When you come, you'll see up to 9 people working per day. Every day is a different staff, and each day they're working on a different kind of chocolate. So if you visited us before, please come and visit again because you're sure to see something new. When you come for a tour of Highland Chocolates, you'll meet one of our line supervisors who will show you everything that happens here.
Hi, I'm Jay, a line supervisor here at Highland Chocolates. Please join me as we take a quick walk around the factory to see what we're doing today. Many of these things you'll be seeing when you come take a tour. One of the tasks you'll see our workers performing is crushing pretzels. We crush our pretzels here for all of our pretzel bark, one of the items we're most well known for. All of our pretzels come from Herr's Company in Nottingham, Pennsylvania, where they donate approximately 20 cases of pretzels to us each month to help support our program. Another thing you'll see is one of our molders. Each of our molders will weigh out the chocolate to a specific weight and use one of our shaker tables to help bring all the bubbles out of the mold and to ensure that the chocolate is level and all of the nooks and crannies of each mold are being filled. Looking around the factory, you'll see many of our enrobing melters in use today. Each of these molders holds between 25 to 35 pounds of chocolate, and we use them for coating as well as for using chocolate for making bark and molding. The chain pulls the chocolate up into the funnel, and it drops down through the trough to make a curtain of chocolate, where one of our employees is coating pretzels. Once our pretzel is completely coated and the excess chocolate is shaken off, it is transferred to a cooling tunnel. It takes 7 minutes to get from one end of the cooling tunnel to the other end, where we have another one of our employees packing the pretzels off into a 5-ounce bag so that we can seal it later and have it ready to be labeled to send out to the store. Every day things change here at Highland Chocolate, so you never know what you'll get to see. These are just a few of the things that we do. In addition, we also make our own fudge, and we do special orders including corporate events, baby showers, weddings, and even any personal project that you might want chocolate for. We hope to see you soon when you come on your tour of Highland Chocolates.
For more information and to get details, visit our website at highlandchocolates.org. And for more information about activities going on in our area, go to visitpottertioga.com. On behalf of myself and everyone here at Highland Chocolates, we really look forward to seeing you on your next visit.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
UPMC is a visionary hospital, cutting-edge research, all of the exciting things out on the edge of medicine.
There's a challenge every day, and there's the potential to help. When given the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life, that's a tremendous feeling.
UPMC's interest in bringing the best there is in the science and research and bringing that bench side to the bedside is what makes a huge difference.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
As I've gone through school, I've been trying to pay off my tuition as I go, and it wouldn't have been possible without the help of the Mansfield Foundation.
I mean, the Mansfield Foundation already helped me a lot. As of right now, I don't have any school debt whatsoever, and I know the Mansfield Foundation has definitely helped with all the scholarships that I've received over the years for that.
The Mansfield Foundation has helped me out several times throughout my college career. They have helped keep my finances intact.
If you have any sort of instincts, you can get a feel of good people and bad people. Like the people at the foundation are as straightforward as they come.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
It's all part of Mother Nature's perfect blend, the keystone of the Keystone State. Visit Potter Tioga, a 2-county scenic outdoor haven conveniently located, yet worlds apart. A place where you can kick back, unwind, and forget about the pressures of life. Disconnect and reconnect with your friends, family, or even yourself while surrounded by nature's beauty. So start planning your adventures today at visitpottertioga.com.
Mansfield University is the only biology program in Pennsylvania that requires undergraduate independent research. The Department of Biology's mission is to provide high-quality undergraduate instruction to integrate the scientific method and scientific investigation into the biology curriculum and to enhance the university, community, and region. We are one of very few institutions that offers training in genomics. The Fisheries program has the most extensive coursework in the state and is the only program that offers comprehensive education in fish culture and requires hands-on summer courses in fisheries management. Mansfield Biology is the only program in PA that has taken full advantage of the Marcellus Shale hydraulic fracturing effects. Our graduates are accepted into postgraduate studies and employment at rates approaching 95%.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
The chemistry program at Mansfield University is designed to assist students in achieving
basketball on RLN Sports at Mounties All Access. Bob Michaels with my producer, Drew Patrick, getting ready for the second game of our twin bill. Bloomsburg Huskies and the Mansfield Mountaineers. Women from Bloom won the earlier game. Now the men will look to see if they can salvage something here. So Friday night, lock it in and get ready. And you can also join us at Mounties All Access for the video portion of our broadcast. Our radio audience can be found at rlnsports.net. Yeah, Channel 1. We get a little wild here, as you might be able to tell. A little Star Wars music to get us jump-started here. Speaking of such, let's go to Ryan McNamara for the player intros.
The Huskies of Bloomsburg and your Mansfield University Mountaineers. Huskies starting lineups for both teams, beginning with a visitor from Bloomsburg. Starting at guard, a senior from Reading, number 3, Kai Morris. At forward, a junior from Philadelphia, number 4, McKee Watson. At guard, a freshman from Philadelphia, number 10, Justin Anderson. At guard, a redshirt senior from York, number 25, Sam Saxton. And at forward, a junior from Carlisle, number 30, Ethan Houston. Head coach of the Huskies, John Spanow. Assistant coaches, Michael Hanlon and Sage Speech. And now, for your Mansfield University Mountaineers. Starting at guard, a senior from Philadelphia, number 2, Jameer Green. At guard, a freshman from Miramar, Florida, number 10, Jazz Farrell. Starting at forward, a junior from Hershey, Pennsylvania, number 11, Taylor Sweeney. At center, a senior from Waldorf, Maryland, number 30, Trevor English. And at guard, a junior from Bristow, Virginia, number 33, Garrett Cook. Head coach of the Mountaineers in the second season, John Sensi. Assistant coaches, Seth Turner and Ryan Knapp. Student assistant coach, Jay Gitcher.
All right, so we have the player intros all taken care of. We're ready to go to work. Our officials tonight are Don Kiefer, Nathan Anderson, and Craig Van Sayak. All right, so Trevor English in the center circle for the Mountaineers. And the ball controlled as he out-jumps Maggie Watson. And the Mountaineers looking to go to work. Most recently, just before the Christmas holiday, a victory over Clarion. I'd like to keep the momentum going. English down low. PSA's leading rebounder. Missing an easy chippy inside. And here is Bloom. A steal by Green. Green to Jazz Farrell. Ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll be Mansfield possession. Green looking for a receiver. And it comes into English. English setting up on the left side. Little dump down. No good. Taylor Sweeney inside. And the Mountaineers try to save it, but they knock it out of play. All right, so backcourt action right now as they spin the ball across court. That's Bloom. Maroon and gold, the color scheme here for Bloom. That was a near steal, nearly picked off by Jazz Farrell. Back out in front, shovel pass. They go baseline, 4 on the shot clock in the middle, disrupted by Green. He has it, regains it, gives it to Farrell. Back to Green, he works it out of the far corner. Taylor Sweeney recovering the ball. It is Farrell with make that Green with a pull-up jump shot. English tries to corner it, gets the rebound, puts it up, hook shot, no good, rolls free on the floor, and a great save. Dive opportunity for Kai Morris. And is able to pull down the ball. Around the perimeter now. Huskies working the ball. A lot of noise here tonight as the group fans continue to move in here. A lot of chatter from the home team bench directly across from us. In fact, both teams are situated on the other side of the gym. Jazz Farrell out front. Taylor Sweeney with a spot-up shot that's up and no good. Pulled down by Bloom. So each team limiting one another to just one shot. That's an outside shot for 3 and off the bank. It's good. And count the basket for Morris. 3-point basket matching his uniform number. I don't usually mention uniform numbers, but in this case, down low for English. Inside, Trevor, the putback. Good. Taylor Sweeney. So it's a 1-point difference, 3-2. Here's a running one-hander by Bloom, and the ball is tied up. Farrell gets in there. Jazz Farrell from Miramar, Florida. Long distance to play basketball, but you think he's missing the warm weather of the holidays? No. There's a pass inside. Shot is up, and that's a touch foul. Tariq Sadhu.
National foul number 22, Tariq Sadhu. His first, team first.
Mountaineers' first foul. So that's the foul line right now.
Shooting 2.
By G. Watson. He'll shoot 2. Shot is up, no good. So once again, we have a radio audience. We also have a video audience, and we're blending the two tonight as we did in game number 1. The next shot is up and good.
Watson, 1 for 2.
A 4-2 ball game. Bloom pressing the Mountaineers. Full court. Green tries to protect the ball, and he dribbles it out of bounds after crossing the timeline. And give it right back. John Senow, the head coach for Bloomsburg. Genzendesi for Mansfield. In the corner, Mountaineers showing that 2-3 zone. It's disruptive. They nearly had a pickoff. There's a ball inside, shot up on the baseline, no good. Sadu with the rebound. Here we go on the run. Green will set it up well outside. He'll work it toward the Bloom basket, or actually for the Bloom bench. Sweeney to Jazz Farrell. The shot off the rim. Leaping high for the rebound. It is pulled down by Bloom. Spot up shot off the bank. That's Morris. That's his second field goal. 5 points total. He had a triple earlier. And we're just underway in the first half here at Mansfield University. 6-2 in favor of the visitors. Sweeney with a two-handed layup that gets fouled. No basket. And the foul will be called on Ethan Houston. That's his first. Down on the floor. There's a break in the action. The score favors Bloomsburg right now by a score of 6-2.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
I like to see the dads that come in with their youngsters behind them and giving these, whether boys or girls, an opportunity to be exposed to one of the best games on the planet, especially this time of year. It's best to be inside and watch some great basketball, and for the price of admission and maybe what you pay for a bag of popcorn and everything like that, it's a great night out. That's my opinion, Drew, and I'm sticking to it. You're the kind of guy I really enjoy working with. You don't say much. You just kind of move the head a little bit, yes or no. Here we go at the free line, Taylor Sweeney. Shot is up, no good. Houston picked up the first foul.
Checking in for Mansfield, number 24, Christian Simmons.
Sweeney's next shot is good.
Taylor Sweeney, 1 for 2.
Christian Simmons announced in the game now. Had a chance to chat with him just before the Christmas break. He's a transfer student in from a local junior college, Corning Community College. Bloom on the outside perimeter. Morris moving in, puts up a runner, it's good. Runner by Morris gives him 7 points. He's got 7 of the 8 right now for Bloomsburg. The easy quotation, or easy thought out there is, if you shut him off, can you shut the rest of the team off? They've done a nice job there. That ball is tipped. Sweeney back outside. How about long distance three? Counted for Gary Cook. Double three, hits his first three. And the Mountaineers are within 2, 8-6 in this contest. Long distance shot, no good. Tipped, recovered, rebound, replayed by Sam Saxton. So the question that begs to be answered, Drew, is Sam Saxton related to Emma Saxton on the women's side? We'll get our crack research crew working on that. Find out. And they say yes. That's a three from the corner by the Mountaineers, no good. Morris pulls it down. He's on the run. Giving up, and a jump shot from outside.
Justin Anderson.
And that is by Anderson, and it's good, his first. In the game now for the Mountaineers, Eli Alvin. Baseline shot. Simmons with a putback. Alvin leaping high. He loses it. Recovered by Kai Morris. Morris a little fancy dribbling down. Drives around two Mansfield players. Misses the layup, but the putback is good. And that's Jake Nelson for two. Just like that, a chasm opens up now, favoring Bloom, 14-6 over the Mountaineers with 13 minutes to go in the first half. Alvin, pump shot, it's good. Got inside position, Alvin, and adds two. Back outside now for Nelson. Nelson, a big guy. And in the middle, the one-handed grab, the jump shot, no good. Inside, it won't go. Sweeney for Mansfield. Rebounds in a very thick forest there. Giving it up now to Alvin. Eli way out, about 3/4 out from the basket. Simmons for three. That's off the mark. Usually drops in for that young man. Missed the opportunity, limited to just one shot. Justin Anderson on the rebound. Bounce it outside. Little head fake. Move in for a closer look. They'll go corner with a shot from this side by Morris. And that is his second triple of the night. 10 points altogether. (17-8), Bloom. Down low for Simmons. Simmons muscling his way in. Got the shot to drop in. Picks up two. On the floor, break of the action here on RLM Sports, and we'll be back.
Hi, this is Jim Rogers from
At home and away, your games play here on RLM Sports. Well, we would call this home. Mansfield tonight, home of the Mountaineers. And they are at the short end of a 17-10 ball game at the moment. We're talking about the men right now. We're in the first half here at Marion Decker Gym. And dare we call this a double-decker night? Does that work? All right, so we come back to action now after the Mountaineer timeout. Christian Simmons will go to the foul line. Simmons trying to complete the three-point play here after the two. No good. Quickly down inside, the shot up, no good. But stolen away by the Huskies. So they had to make an adjustment on the shot clock. Huskies looking for that inside move. Nelson, the shot up, no good. And knocked out of play. There's so many things as an official you got to keep tabs on, in addition to knowing where the game clock is, but more importantly, the shot clock and were there any fouls inside and who's blocking who? Who's zooming who? Simmons, the kick out. Now for Green. Green on the baseline to Jonathan Ward. Eli Alvin pulling up. Oh, he got the bank shot for 3. Well, 17-13. Mountaineers closing the gap a little bit. That's a 3. No, a tip, no good. Nelson fighting for the rebound, doesn't get it. Ward for the Mountaineers handed it off to Alvin. Green back to Alvin. Simmons at the point. Dribbling, counting to his left, spins to the right, fadeaway shot, down inside, no good. Simmons with a putback. The tip up is good by Simmons. I thought that was Ward.
Number 30, Houston.
Opong in the game for the first time. Richard Opong for Mansfield. Quickly across court. Now they set it up way outside going corner. Crisp passing on the part of the Bloom. As the Mountaineers have switched to man-to-man. 8 on the shot clock. They're going to have to look for a shooter down inside. Nothing there. Turnaround, one-hander. It's good. G. Watson, 2 points. Green got bounced. Did he get the roll? No. Inside for the rebound, Ethan Houston. Mountaineers double teamed the ball handler. Near side now, Justin Rodriguez. Simmons, and I'll tell you what, this defense has been tough by Mansfield. Ball tip, Ward with the rebound. Let's go the other way. Green, Ward from the corner. No good. Rebound, Alvin. Eli sets it up one more time. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And we haven't seen Trevor English in a while, and here he comes. He'll replace Ward. Jazz Farrell back in game. Simmons to sit down. So we have Opong in the far corner. Green looking to fly it in. It comes into Trevor English, and Opong, who is out of position for a moment, recovers the ball. English back outside. That's a 3 ball that's no good. Tipped. English, the big guy, trying to get a hand on it to tip it somewhat. Mansfield clogging up the middle. And a defensive board now for English. Quickly to Green. Green staring from about 10 feet outside the circle. Now with a pull-up bounce shot, pass near side. That's a shot by Green. 2 points. Matches his uniform number with a deuce. 7:44 to go. In game now is Peyton Mortelli, and he drains a 3. Green to Farrell, back outside to Green. Alvin in front of the Bloom bench. Eli trying to work off a pick by English, and he lays it up and perfectly diagrammed And they probably practiced that before. Eli with 7 points now. 7 of the 19 for the Mountaineers. Home run shot, no good. Rebounded by Mansfield's Richard Opong. Green to the corner man. That's Jazz Farrell. Skips it down to English. Twisting, turning inside. Shot won't go. Here's an outlet. Will drive down. The layup. No good. Follow up, yes. So Anderson couldn't finish it, but Morris did. And that is his 12th point. Kai Morris for Bloom. They lead 24-19. And we're down to about 6 minutes to go in the first. Long three-point attempt that's no good. And there is another timeout coming up here, so we're obliged to take care of some business. Thanks so much for joining us here on Mounties All Access and RLMSports.net.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
UPMC brings so much to the table. They're just a comprehensive visionary system.
UPMC.
That was a little loud there. You know, sometimes you know that you're in buzzer haven. Wow. All right, so ready to continue. Bloom with the ball. They'll come the distance. Backcourt, front court. Here we go. Kai Morris has been the catalyst for this Bloomsburg team. Mountaineers got 3 guys around the ball handler and unable to handle the basketball. As a matter of fact, Ethan Houston lost it out of bounds. Mountaineers will have the ball. Chris Decker ready to jump in there to do some maintenance, but waved off. All right, so Jameer Green for the Mansfield Mountaineers. On the floor, down low to Jazz Farrell. Trevor English inside. And he hits his first 2 points of the game. Trevor English. So another turnover by Bloom. And the Mountaineers will have another chance to get a crack at it. A 3-point basket would tie this game at 24. Down low. English, a nice spin move. Shot up, no good. He fights for the rebound. Cradled by Houston. Morris dips it down on the baseline. Back outside for Houston. Short. English, outlet. Eli drives in and lays it up nice and gentle for 2. Eli Alvin. Makes it look so easy. Looking down for Watson. Watson spins it off now to Sam Saxton. Morris. 3-ball won't go. Mountaineers will have it though. They want to go. Green will take it the distance. Lays it up. It's good. And the Mountaineers have their first lead of this game, 25-24. 4:12 to play in the first half. I like how this team has come together. and the chemistry that Coach Zenesi and staff have put together. And they get helped out with a travel call. So the Mountaineers have another opportunity to talk it over, as do the Huskies. I want to remind you, we will be back here on January 11th for 2. And the matchup on that date will pit Mansfield against Westchester. Somewhere in between, on Monday coming up, Mountaineers have a date at Shippensburg. And they will take on the Raiders at 8 p.m. And then they travel to Lock Haven on the 8th for a 7:30 start. Women at first, 5:30, men at 7:30. And then that next home game will be against the Golden Rams of Westchester. 1 for the women, 3 for the men as far as start times are concerned. All right, Mountaineers will have the ball as we continue along. 3:58 on the clock, first half here at Mansfield University. Mountaineers leading by 1, 25-24. So basketball gods on their side, at least for the last couple of minutes. And backdoor pass layup is good. Count it, Jazz Farrell sneaks in for 2. Jazz on the board now with 2 points. 27-24 Mountaineers. Let's see if that crushing defense can do some things. Bad handled pass off the fingertips of Jake Nelson. And another return opportunity for the Mountaineers. Eli Allen, Jameer Green, backcourt. Green gets some final instructions as he crosses the path in front of his coach. Green out front, double team. They look to spread the D. That'll be a corner 3. That's no good. Over the top, the tip is knocked out of bounds by Farrell. Kai Morris has had the hot hand. He has 12 points so far in this contest. And he's drained a couple of triples. He's also been very good from short range as well. He wants the ball. He splits 2. Got stripped of the ball. That was Ward who pulled it down. Green had some close company on his tail, but he brought the ball very quickly across the mid-stripe. And now we'll look to set it up. Lobs it across to Farrell. Down on the baseline. This is Ward. Reverse layup. Count it. Surprisingly, first points of the game for John Ward. Mountaineers pick up a foul. That's Ward.
His first, second.
Pull-up fadeaway, 12-point shot is good. That's by Peyton Morgley. 5 points. Mountaineers by 3, 29-26 at the 2-minute mark. Back outside, Farrell, Rain Man.
Farrell for 3.
At the opposite end, after we had a Mountaineer player hanging on the iron, Travis Elmore is able to produce the 2. 32-28. Jonathan Ward again answers the call. So they're trading baskets with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Mansfield 34. Bloomsburg 28. Ty Morris challenged by Green. Works the ball in the middle. 7-foot hop shot. It's good. Justin Anderson for 2. Mountaineers holding the ball. Looking for a precise shot with 54 seconds left. 14 on the shot clock. That's a running one-hander by Green, or rather by Alvin. Handled nicely by Jake Nelson on the rebound. This is Morris. Waits for everybody to stop. Pops it a second time, a third time. Ward in the middle. And on the floor, another timeout.
30 seconds. Timeout.
This game brought to you in part by Mansfield University. Also by Perry and Carroll Insurance, Vincenzo's. Noticeable improvement with this Mansfield men's team. They're really coming together. Look out. That's a pickoff, and Anderson Bloom is able to finish it with 2.
Bloomsburg foul number 2, Jake Nelson, his second, team third.
We got Nelson for a foul. And it's a foul on the floor. Mansfield by 2, 34-32. They've got English trapped. He breaks the press with a bounce pass to Eli Alvin. Alvin out in front, quickly to Green. 11 seconds to go. 6 seconds. They're going to count it down in unison from the bench. And that'll do it. Halftime at Decker Gym. Home team in front, 34-32. Break in the action. And we've got more coming up right after this.
Louis' Italian Eatery in Hanover Square Horses has a suggestion. Visit them for visit.
Well, earlier in the evening, we had a chance to sit down and talk with Allison Tagliaferri, and wanted to bring that back to you one more time for those who might have missed it, as she brought her women's team from Bloomsburg back to where it all started, where she starred.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
As I've gone through school, I've been trying to pay off my tuition as I go, and it wouldn't have been possible without the help of the Mansfield Foundation.
I mean, the Mansfield Foundation already helped me a lot. As of right now, I don't have any school debt whatsoever, and I know the Mansfield Foundation has definitely helped with all the scholarships that I've received over the years for that.
The Mansfield Foundation has helped me out several times throughout my college career. They have helped keep my finances intact.
If you have any sort of instincts, you can get a feel of good people and bad people. Like the people at the foundation are as straightforward as they come.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
It's all part of Mother Nature's perfect blend, the keystone of the Keystone State. Visit Potter Tioga, a 2-county scenic outdoor haven conveniently located, yet worlds apart. A place where you can kick back, unwind, and forget about the pressures of life. Disconnect and reconnect with your friends, family, or even yourself while surrounded by nature's beauty. So start planning your adventures today at visitpottertioga.com.
Mansfield University is the only biology program in Pennsylvania that requires undergraduate independent research. The Department of Biology's mission is to provide high-quality undergraduate instruction to integrate the scientific method and scientific investigation into the biology curriculum and to enhance the university, community, and region. We are one of very few institutions that offers training in genomics. The Fisheries program has the most extensive coursework in the state and is the only program that offers comprehensive education in fish culture and requires hands-on summer courses in fisheries management. Mansfield Biology is the only program in PA that has taken full advantage of the Marcellus Shale hydraulic fracturing effects. Our graduates are accepted into postgraduate studies and employment at rates approaching 95%.
From court and lane to lane under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub. With exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
The chemistry program at Mansfield University is designed to assist students in achieving their highest potential in a close-knit, family-like environment with state-of-the-art technology and newly renovated laboratories. The Department of Chemistry and Physics offers 4 concentrations that lead to the baccalaureate degree with a major in chemistry, with the opportunity to pursue additional coursework that provides an American Chemical Society certified baccalaureate degree.
As I've gone through school, I've been trying to pay off my tuition as I go, and it wouldn't have been possible without the help of the Mansfield Foundation.
I mean, the Mansfield Foundation already helped me a lot. As of right now, I don't have any school debt whatsoever, and I know the Mansfield Foundation has definitely helped with all the scholarships that I've received over the years for that.
The Mansfield Foundation has helped me out several times throughout my college career. They have helped keep my finances intact.
If you have any sort of instincts, you can get a feel of good people and bad people. Like the people at the foundation are as straightforward as they come.
It's all part of Mother Nature's perfect blend, the keystone of the Keystone State. Visit Potter Tioga, a 2-county scenic outdoor haven conveniently located, yet worlds apart.
With 10 state parks, 2 federal parks, and over 400,000 acres of state forest land, outdoor recreation certainly does live here, offering hiking, biking, horseback riding, ATV trails, hunting, snowmobiling, cross-country skiing, and so much more.
Close to many urban areas, but far away from the hustle and bustle, you'll feel like you've found a hidden corner of the East Coast where you can experience world-class, authentic outdoor adventure. Whether it's a family outing, a personal challenge, or even a leisurely walk, it all takes on a new perspective in these spectacular surroundings.
Follow our gurus through the Step Outdoor series at visitpottertioga.com and start planning your adventures today.
Do you like pizza? Of course. And so does Vincenzo's Pizzeria in Langdon Plaza, downtown Elmira. You know, there's a lot of truth in their slogan, there's a little love in every bite. From slices while you dine in, to delivery pies, hot and cold subs, and salad.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
You can order online, call for delivery, or stop in. Vincenzo.
Mansfield University. Newly reduced tuition and housing rates make a great education even more affordable. Plus, small class sizes give you the value of a personalized education, rather than being just a number at a large university. New York State residents can take advantage of Mansfield University's Good Neighbor program with reduced out-of-state tuition. Learn more about how an affordable education at Mansfield University can benefit you at mansfield.edu.
So we are about ready to resume this contest here at Mansfield with the score. Mountaineers 34 and Bloomsburg 32. Eli Alvin has sparked the team. He has 9 points coming off the bench. Jonathan Ward, another bench player, with 6 points in the contest. Then it drops off, and it's actually even scoring across the board. Jameer Green with 4, Taylor Sweeney with 3. Trevor English has a couple of points, as Christian Simmons. And Jazz Farrell has added 5. So, with that being said, Kai Morris is the high point man for Bloom with 12. Here we go. Mountaineers with the ball. Second half begins. We got English back in the game. Little bump move. Tries to fight for the rebound after the missed bank shot attempt. No good. Kai Morris back out front. Bounce it down on the baseline. They kick it back to Morris, and that's a long 3. Hits the rim. No good. Jazz Farrell with a rebound. Uses up his dribble, finds Sweeney open. Taylor looks to drive in, times it, bounces it back to English. English doesn't have the spot he likes. Farrell says, I'll take it. He tries it. Fails to come up with it. Ethan Houston, the rebound. Morris to the front court. Double team, spins it off. It goes down low baseline. Back outside for a 3-shot attempt that's no good by Sam Saxton. Then on the baseline, a little soft touch that's no good. Sweeping it with a one-arm super sweep. Taylor Sweeney with the ball and the rebound. Jazz Farrell inside. Knocked away by the Huskies. They're on the move. This is Morris. No good. They're letting him play. Pull-up shot. No good. Sweeney with the rebound. Got some unofficial referees behind us, offering to help out the guys who are being paid to call the game. No rabbit ears on them. Back off to Sweeney and a 3-point basket. Sweeney with 6 points tonight. Mountaineers leading by 5. 37-32. Morris in the middle. Knocked away by the Mountaineers. Picked up by Cook. Outlet. Picked off now by Morris. Green tried to get back into the game, and he's going to pick up a contact foul, trying to strip that ball down.
Green, that's his first foul. Jonathan Ward now into the game.
Morris, a little high inbound pass for Saxton. Giving it back to Morris. Saxton in front of his team bench in the front court. Gets a return pass, bounces it on the baseline. There's a one-handed shot that's no good. Leaping high for the bound, Jazz Farrell. Now with Green bringing it on the passing lane near side. Looks to cross over, stops at the point, will take the shot. Got it. 2 points. 39-32 Mountaineers, largest lead of the game at 7. Again, a soft, sweet shot. Justin Anderson. 2 points. So Mansfield trying to improve on a 3-7 season record. That's a bad pass by the Mountaineers. Well, some subs now for Bloomsburg. Travis Elmore back in game. Conjures up thoughts of Len Elmore from days gone by. Quickly, they break the press. That's Bloom to the front court. Back to Morris. Steps back. No shot there for him. Now on the baseline, Elmore. And inside for a two-handed flush. Maji Watson. Just like that, it's cut to 3. The Mansfield lead, 39-36. Ward looking for a little give and go, and the jump shot from outside is no good by Sweeney. Morris will go the distance. Hands off last minute. Picked off by Cook. Here's screen across the mid-stripe. Jameer pulls up and shoots a 10-footer. He's got it for 2. Green with 8 points so far in this game, 41-36 Mansfield. Head fake, partially blocked, picked up, outlet for Jazz Farrell. Climbs the stairs, tried to get the floater to go in, it would not. Now the Huskies will come back with a Justin Anderson finger roll lay-in. Anderson now with 10 points in this contest. 3-point game, 41-38. Green turns around. Oh, he gives it up. That was just an errant pass, and there's going to be a tripping foul. Farrell is right there to help up Justin Anderson of Bloom. So a break in the action here at Mansfield University as the Toon teams decide to talk. I want to remind you this game is brought to you by UP. Trained in providing advanced surgical and non-surgical treatments. And they also offer quick access to care with no referrals needed. Sounds like a win-win situation. So back on the floor, the two teams here at Mansfield. And we played just a little over 5 minutes of the second half. Mountaineers have a 3-point lead, 41-38. Huskies have the ball, though. Kai Morris back outside. They're going to go for the long 3-point shot. It's good by Justin Anderson. And that will lock it in at 41 apiece. here at MU. Eli. The book of Eli trying to dish it off now for Green. And his side of the basket is Green for 2. Jameer Green with 10 points now in this game for Mansfield. 43-41. They look up top. Now they're going to split the day. Oh, he got the roll. How about that, Travis Elmore? Leaned in off the fingertips, hung up there for a lifetime, and dropped down through for 2.
Stay low, stay low, stay low.
Christian Simmons back in game now for the Mountaineers, joining Green and Ward on the floor. That's a Green shot. 3 points. Jameer has the hot hand. 13 points now. 46-43 Mansfield. And they're trading threes tonight. Kai Morris adds another triple to give him 15 points to lead his team. We're tied at 46. Multiple lead changes, multiple ties in this game. Green, a one-handed runner. Simmons with the putback. The ball is tipped. Simmons tries to track it down. Hands pointing in different directions. Mansfield says it's their ball. Bloom says otherwise. The officials say it goes back to the Mounties. All right, we've got Garrett Cook back in game now for the Mountaineers, and let's see how this formula will play out. Ward with the ball, a little head fake there, flies it up top and outside for Jameer Green. He drives in. Eli from downtown, 3 points. That's a double figures for Eli on the triple shot. 49-46 Mountaineers. They try to keep Morris away from the ball, and the three-point shots of Anderson have been backbreakers. That is 16 points for Justin Anderson. And he wrestles the lead away from Kai Morris, who has 15. This is Green. Do they have an answer for Ward? No, they don't. 3-point basket. Wow. Up to this point, you want to keep the videotape. Head fake inside, short shot for 10, no good. Green went down. Coach Hennessy wanted a foul called. Elmore gets the lay-in. And Mansfield coaching staff wanted a foul called. That's Cook. 3 no good. Simmons will tip it. Ball saved. Morris has it. He's on the run. Through a crowd, the Rabbit will turn around. Pulls it back. He'll go corner, deferring for a 3. Shot is up, no good. Eli leaps high. Alvin with the rebound. 52-51 Mountaineers. Well, we have better than 11 minutes remaining in the second half. Christian Simmons, long distance, no good. Morris with a long throw. The drive in, the long stride, the shot up and no good. Alvin once again, he's got Simmons to the left side. Bounce pass to Christian. Can't juggle the ball. And intercepted, knocked out a play by Morris. So Mansfield will maintain. And as we get to that point, we've got a break.
At Mansfield.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours. the home of Division II college sports.
And especially the alums who come back and get singled out, and they're all very good-natured about the whole process too. So it's good to see many of them through the many home games that they've been able to attend. Well, we are about the 11-minute mark, 11 minutes left to play in this contest, and neither team is running away. The Mountaineers have had the upper hand since that 34-32 lead. It's right now 52-51 Mansfield. Eli Alvin looking for Trevor English, and can he get a hold of the ball? He does, barely. Handing it back to Alvin. Eli with a layup drive in, good on the baseline. 14 points for Eli. And there's a Bloom basket. Travis Elmore with 8 points. Simmons leaning in. Uses the glass and the body. And Christian puts in 2. Well, the officials claim that there was a little excessive movement, enthusiasm under the basket. No foul level, though. Here's a 3. Justin Anderson.
With a personal foul call.
There's a Mountaineer foul. Trevor English. His first. So they will count the basket, which ties the game at 56. Now the officials to talk it over.
Jazz Farrell checking in for the Mountaineers.
All right, so English will take a seat. Farrell returns for Mansfield. 10:13 to go in the second half. Inside move, and the layup is good. Jake Nelson. There's a Mountaineer foul. And it's on Christian Simmons.
Basket for Jake Nelson.
Here's Nelson, his first bid from the foul line. No good. Green leaping high. Got some springs in those knees. Here's Cook floating it to Green. Deep in the corner, Farrell. Ward on the baseline. Handoff out front now for Eli. Nice spin move. One-handed shot. It's good. Eli. 16 for Eli. Outlet now. Eli again. Nice soft layup.
Eli Alvin, 2 more.
18 points for Eli Elvin. 60-58 Mountaineers. After a missed shot by Justin Anderson of Bloomsburg, Green hauls down the rebound. Working it outside, looks to the corner. Simmons in and out. Ward collided with Anderson of Bloomsburg, no foul. Back out in front, Justin Rodriguez has returned to the mix. He's the catalyst working from the point. skip pass, top of the circle. That shot will not go. The lean in, the shot. Ward bats it back, picked up by Farrell. Farrell's got Cook open. He's going to be fouled in the process by Peyton Mordelite.
Foul on Peyton Mordelite, his first foul. First team foul of the half.
So we have Jazz Farrell going to the charity line for the Mountaineers. He has 5 points in the game, no free throw appearances at this point.
Jazz Farrell stands in the Mansfield foul.
And the Mountaineers have that 2-point edge at the moment. He can help. The shot up, good. No good. No good. Looked like it was going to go in with no contest. And here's a whole new unit defensively coming in, with the exception of Justin Anderson. Farrell at the line, missed the first. Trying to make it. He does. So it's a 3-point game. Mansfield, 8:25 to go. Double team by Mansfield, nearly picked off. There was a lot of aggression going on, Drew. And I don't know about you, but that looked like an old-fashioned country mugging.
Foul charge to John Ward. That's his first foul, second personal.
Ward picks up his second foul. And at the foul line right now will be Najee Watson. It's 1 for 2 from the line. Let's make it 2 for 3.
Good.
(61-59). That one is not good. And Bloom will have a new setup once again as they get the rebound. Look out. Ward went down. Travel called. Give it back to the Mountaineers. Simmons was ready to come back into the game. And who will he replace? Looks like Jameer Green. Oh, Ward is open. Acrobatic move for his 20th point of this game. 63-59 Mansfield. The lob pass outside. They're going to try to launch a three. That one is no good. Simmons inside on the Elmore miss. Hands it off to Eli Alvin. Alvin challenged, giving the ball to Ward. Ward back to Alvin. Tried to throw it over the treetops. That was a no-no. And the layup by Morris will drop in for 2.
Hi, Morris.
It's been a while since Morris had any points, and that's only his second basket of the second half. But it's a 2-point game for Mansfield, 63-61. Mountaineers leading. Oh, that is a rejection shot, if ever. Najee Watson sends that into the stratosphere as he rejects that layup. On the floor, the Mountaineers and the Huskies will go into discussion mode here at Mansfield University. Decker Gym. Mountaineers will play host to the Westchester Golden Rams. Eli Alvin not listed as a starter, but boy, he has been a catalyst tonight. Here's Trevor English. Our good friend, Mr. English, we finally hear from him. That's his 4th point of the ball game, and it comes as a helpful time. His 4 points are the difference in this game, 65-61. And we'll look to Mr. Morris, who pulls up and shoots. It's in and out. Green is back on the floor, and inside D for Mansfield, Jameer Green with the basketball. Bringing it forth with 6:20 left. English inside. Tries to get a reassessment there on the putback. It will be lost out of bounds by Mountaineers. We even got Lori Zaprzinski in the mix. She had to track the trainer had to track down the loose ball. Morris out front. Return ball now to Saxton. Morris quickly down low on the baseline, and an open shot for 3, no good. Christian Simmons cradles the ball, puts it in his midsection, spins it off to Green. Now to Jazz Farrell. No good. English bidding for the rebound, could not. Morris crossing over, steps back, goes corner with a pass. In the paint. The shot up, no good. Simmons comes out of the pack with the ball.
Foul shot to Trevor English. That's his second foul.
English picks up foul number 2. On the baseline, rejected by English. Talk about putting some English on the ball. Morris to trigger it. Comes way out in front for Anderson. Justin backpedals, looks for Morris. Morris up top in the paint. One-handed runner, English on the glass clean. Use that Windex to perfection, you did, Trevor. 5:10 to play. 65-61 Mansfield. Sweeney near side, up top in the corner. Down low, English all alone. Shot up, Christian Simmons can't put it back. English once again. And the third time is the charm for the Mountaineers. And Sir Trevor picks up 2 more. That's 6 for him in the ball game. And we are looking at a 67-61 advantage for the Mansfield Mountaineers. Well, many of these young men in the game tonight have certainly extended their per-game average. Jameer Green, who's been averaging 9.4, now has 13 points in the game. Eli Alvin, as we said, not even a starter tonight. And what a night he has had. 20 points for the Mountaineer cause. And they have really raked some havoc here in the second half. Leading by 2 at midpoint, 34-32. They have gone on a tear and now lead 67-61. .439 remaining, fans. Mansfield by 6, 67-61. They're going to look for the shooter. That will be a shot that's no good. Ward makes a bid. I think they might have stepped out of bounds trying to save that, and they did. And they said that Maggie Watson was out of bounds with the right foot when he tried to slap it back to one of his mates.
Ferraro now into the game for the Huskies. Ferraro.
Everybody got a rebound. Everybody got a rebound.
Mountaineers about scored. Bloomsburg 33-29.
Devin Ferraro, his first foul, second team foul.
Devin Ferraro in the game picks up a personal foul and puts Christian Simmons on the line. Simmons 0 for 1. That's no good.
Who got shooter? Who got shooter? Call it out. Who got shooter?
And that also did not drop in for Simmons.
Timeout. Taken by the Huskies. Bloomsburg.
And it looks like the Mountaineers, or actually the Huskies, will call that timeout. So we're down to just a little over 4 minutes remaining in this contest here at Mansfield University. Hey fans, have you stopped by the campus bookstore here in Mansfield? They celebrate every Friday during the semester with what they call Spirit Friday, and you can receive 20% off all Mansfield clothing and logo items. And you can shop the bookstore for hooded crew sweatshirts, t-shirts, blankets, folding chairs, coolers, pennants, umbrellas, travel mugs. Stop me if you've heard enough. How about pottery and much more? You can visit them in the Alumni Hall, second floor, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, Saturdays, 11 to 2. As Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation would say, it's the gift that keeps giving the year round. (67-61). Mansfield. Now they got to keep the ball away from Morris as he drives in. And there is a crowd of white shirt. This just disrupts the ball. Mountaineers will now take control as they cross the line with Jameer Green. Tyler Sweeney has returned for the Mountaineers. Christian Simmons remains. Green outside the arc, 14 on the shot clock. Back to Sweeney. Pull-up shot. That's no good. Simmons with a muscle putback. And he races a long string of scoreless efforts by Simmons. It's an 8-point lead for the Mountaineers with 3 minutes to play. The corner three. It's good.
Justin
Anderson, his 22nd point of the game. Simmons, Sweeney, 3 points. 9 points for Taylor. At the opposite end, Morris steps back in the corner, moves in for a closer look, waits for the big man to commit. Ward went up, had the hands extended above his head, but there was contact when he came back down, and Morris timed it perfectly.
Third foul, seventh Mansfield team foul.
It's number 3, Jonathan.
Morris at the free throw line for Bloomsburg.
18 points now for Morris.
First shot good.
72-65 Mansfield. We're at the 2:32 mark, frozen for the moment. No good. Ward with the rebound. Simmons will pick it up. He'll move in, puts it up the hard way. They allow the continuation, but there's no basket. There's a hacking foul. And Simmons will visit the free toss area.
First foul, 13th foul. Christian Simmons at the free throw line.
Who got shooter? Call it out.
Simmons is 0 for 3 from the line. That's the charm.
Simmons' first shot, good.
And count the second one. 74-65. Huskies have the shooter open. That's a three that's no good. Into the hands of Ward.
Timeout, Mountaineers.
Coach Hennessy says, gentlemen, we need to slow the pace a little bit.
Timeout, 30 seconds.
Well, it looks impressive right now with 1:54 to go, and the Mountaineers holding court right now, and the lead, 74-65. And there have been several players who have been catalysts, to say the least, and maybe an understatement might well be Eli Albin, who is 1 point short of tying his career high of 21. Jameer Green with 13 points. Sweeney has come on to rain down 3 triples in the contest this evening. And Trevor English, who was a little bit silent in the first half, has added 6 points, 4 in the second.
Personal foul number 3.
Morris picks up a personal foul. That's his first.
The 4th team foul.
Reaching in, trying to disrupt the ball. Taylor Sweeney will be the trigger man for Mansfield.
Jump ball. Alternate possession will give it to
Jameer Green almost decapitated there as they double teamed him, trapping him at half court. And on the jump ball call, the arrow favors Bloomsburg. 1:42 to go. Mountaineers need the stops. Back out front, going corner. Here's the drive. The one-handed shot, no good. Ward has got the rebound. He's got a man draped all over him in Sam Saxton.
personal foul on 25, Sam Saxton. First foul. Eli Allen checks back in for Taylor Sweeney.
I'm going to call that a foul on the floor. Ward handles the ball, dribbles to the front court. The Waverly native gets pushed from behind.
Foul on the 0, Peyton Waterlight, second foul. Garrett Cook, checks in. Backcourt violation. The ball goes over to the Huskies.
Yeah, backcourt violation, as you may have heard. Christian Simmons and Jonathan Ward on the floor. Oh, look at that three. Peyton Mortalite with a triple. 74-68. Simmons having the trouble getting through. Oh, they're going to call him for traveling. He got tripped. Coach Zenesi beside himself, not believing the call, and it favors the Huskies. So they will remain a constant here with the final minute to play and the clock running down. That is short. It's tipped. Here's Eli Alvin. Eli's got a man open. He is going to be grabbed at midcourt. And Eli will go to the charity line.
Second foul. That is the 17th foul.
Just number 2 on Devin Ferraro, the foul.
Eli Alvin will head to the foul line with his second discipline.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania native Eli Alvin at the line. It's good.
Alvin's first shot good.
Now there's I'm going to try to figure this one out. There was a foul committed by Mansfield.
A technical foul has been assessed to the Mountaineers. A technical foul.
All right, Motor Light at the foul line shooting the tee. Shot is good.
Motor Light's first shot good.
Second one is good.
Second shot was home as well.
Now let's go back to the other end so Eli can finish.
Eli Alvin will now go to the line for his second foul.
So Eli has tied his career high. He misses the second foul opportunity to break his career record. Long shot from the outside. 42 seconds to go, a 5-point game. Jump shot, no good. Simmons has got the rebound and gets fouled as he gets the rebound. There's a holding foul.
Foul charge number 10, Justin Anderson, his second foul.
Well, Simmons does not have the best foul shooting spree here tonight. 2 for 5, but if ever's the time to get those made fouls, it's got to be now. He's got that
one.
Christian Simmons, a transfer student from Corning Community College like Jonathan Ward. A chance to add and make it a 7-point lead with a made foul shot. And he does. 33 seconds left. Morris from long distance. 3-point basket.
Timeout taken by Bloomsburg. 3-pointer by Morris.
That is point number 21. It's a 4-point game with 30 seconds left here at Mansfield University. Well, what a night it has turned out to be. Who would have thought two teams with sub-500 records would give us the excitement that we have witnessed here this evening. 3-7 Mansfield, 5-6 Bloomsburg. And the Mountaineers, who held a 34-32 lead at half, have opened it up here in the second. They have put up 77 points, not to be outdone. You have to take a look at those 21 points from Morris, 22 points from Justin Anderson. And they have been the difference in this game for the Bloomsburg Huskies. For the Mountaineers in double figures this evening, it's been Eli Alvin, who equaled a career mark of 21 points in a game. In double figures has been Jameer Green with 13. They've got some outstanding defense, great inside presence from not only Green but Simmons as well. So here's Mansfield getting that full court treatment as Green will look for a receiver. He'll start in the backcourt. We have a conference that continues at the scorer's table, so not sure if they're checking on the number of timeouts. So let's see who we've got. Taylor Sweeney, Eli Alvin, Jameer Green, Garrett Cook, and Jazz Farrell on the floor for Mansfield. Devin Ferraro for Bloomsburg, along with Peyton Mordelite. Now, is Cook going to leave? Or they're just going to explain to him what he needs to do? We initially had Green set up as a trigger man, but it's going to be Garrett Cook instead. Also on the floor, Sam Saxton and Justin Anderson. They're going to put Saxton on Cook, who will try to inbounds the ball. 30 seconds left. It's a 4-point game, 77-73. And with all of that wrangling going on and discussions at the scorer's table, we're going to have a change of personnel. Exiting the game will be Ferraro. Back in the game will be Maggie Watson for Bloom. And he's working on his bouncing act out there. Leaping high. Entry to Green. Green will dribble to the front court. Quickly to Farrell, and he will be fouled immediately by Saxton. That's foul number 2 on Sam. Ward and Simmons getting ready. The Corning Community College transfers.
Christian Simmons into the game. And Jazz Farrell at the Mansfield foul line.
Christian Simmons from Rochester, New York. But right now, Jazz Farrell on the line. Shot, good.
Farrell hits the third.
Well, right now it's a 2-possession game. Farrell trying to make it. Or rather for Mansfield, it's good. Farrell, 3 for 4 from the line. Down low, reverse layup by Morris.
Timeout, Bloomsburg.
Morris picks up his 23rd point of the night with that layup. It's a 4-point game. Mansfield will have the ball.
Has 1 timeout remaining, and Bloomsburg is out of timeout. That was the final Bloomsburg timeout.
So 20 seconds remaining, and we get the word from the scorer's table. Mountaineers will have 1 more timeout after this. Bloom is, the engine is empty, or the gas tank is empty. Not so much from that standpoint, but they have nothing more to work with as far as timeouts are concerned. So just about 9 o'clock in the Eastern Zone. It's been an exciting day. We began with women's basketball with Bloom holding off the Mansfield women for the victory earlier. And the men, and the final in the women's game was 61-55. Mansfield trying to pull off maybe what you might consider a mild upset over Bloomsburg, a team that is just 1 game shy of the 500 mark on the season. Same way in conference. Here's the entry pass for Green. He will be fouled. Saxton once again, that's number 3. And you have to wonder, is that maybe that's a smart move there? We have no indication about Jameer Green in terms of, at least in this game. Green averaging about 9.4 per contest as far as points are concerned, so he's well beyond that with 13. Here's a foul shot. No good.
Jonathan Ward for assist Simmons, both back in.
So they will pull everyone back except for the shooter. You got Ward, Sweeney, Farrell, and Simmons in the backcourt. Shot is no good. Chance to pick up two. They failed to do so. Here is Morris. They want to deny him. A reverse layup. Ward's got a key rebound. Green in trouble. Finds Simmons. Outlets to Farrell. Farrell will drive in. Oh, and he finishes with a two-handed flush. And that is it. Farrell with a double-handed jam to give Mansfield an 81-75 victory here at Mansfield University. 81-75, and what a game this turned out to be for Mansfield. And maybe we saw some players break out of the mold in this contest. Mountaineers led in this contest by Eli Alvin, who establishes a new career high as far as points in the game with 21. Jameer Green finishes with 13, the other player in double figures. Kai Morris, a shooting night for him, 23-point performance. Justin Anderson right behind him with 22 points. But the win goes to Mansfield as they now improve to 4-7 on season, and they pull even in the PSAC at 3-3, while Huskies will drop to 5-7 and 2-4 in the PSAC. I'm Bob Michaels for Drew Patrick and the rest of our crew from Mansfield All Access. Until next time, have a great evening, a wonderful weekend. Until then, final score, Mansfield 81 and Bloomsburg 75.